Here we go. We're session 38 of Ghost of Saltmarsh. Why didn't my button work? And we're starting the music. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Was it session 38? Oh, good number, strong number. So, last we left off, the Mr. Men was at Richfest. We had woken up on the third day. Styles and Ozzy had spent the evening on the bonny boat. Oh no, wait.
No, Styles.
They had. We started waking up on the morning, and Ozzy turned into the madam to see who had spent the night with Nightshade. Turned out it was
Styles wasn't on the pony boat, was he?
No, he wasn't. Yeah. God, James. I'm supposed to be muted for you.
He remembers.
Right. This is going to be really confusing when people tune in and be like, they've missed a... Anyway, right. So, Arlo Clark was the man who had spent the night with Nightshade. Ozzy passed on this information to Styles, who then proceeded to follow him down an alley while Arlo was having a piss. And he went up behind him and smashed his face into the wall. Didn't really have an answer for it. Pissed off Arlo, but Arlo had with his good nature. I think he just left it, didn't he? He just wander off. I can't remember.
He was just sort of a little bit confused, yeah.
It was like I said, it was the third day, and on the third day it was pick a pocket. So they met at the town square for the announcement that I think 5 people would be spread out around the town and would have a red feather, which indicated that they had a handkerchief that needed to be picked from their pockets. The group started off helping each other, but very quickly dissolved into every man for himself. Scarrig, using his location spell, found one in a guy's peg leg. Cast darkness to steal it, but then had his pocket picked by our trusty rogue Styles. Oh, see you then, Paul.
Pardon, like you're recounting.
Paul?
Hello, Paul.
Paul is the cube people now.
Cubes have got it.
Worship the cubes. Watch how they spin.
They look like dice. Bad dice.
Put him in the jail.
Oh, God. I've lost my flow now, haven't I? It's going so well. Nope. See ya. He needs a PC, doesn't he?
You should try telling him that when he returns.
I don't think anyone would let him know.
I'm sure they'll appreciate the top tip.
Paul?
I'm here.
Buy a PC.
Yes.
Good answer.
He's back.
Are you alright? All systems go?
Yeah, you were just lagging out a little bit, so I was like, oh, I'll just click you to see if it refreshes, and then it was just you and me.
Oh.
But everyone's fine. Carry on.
Oh, okay. Well, it was okay for the rest of us, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, Styles stole it off Scarrig without him knowing, and then Scarrig swam out to a guy on his own on a little rowboat who had one, and he commanded him to jump off and swim, and he stole it. And whilst this was going on, Ozzy spotted a guy sat on a crate who had one in his back pocket. He tried a couple of different things that didn't work, but then saw what's her name? I can't remember her name.
Laura.
Laura was attempting it, and he like dobbed in Laura and used that as a distraction to steal it himself. Picard, did you get one? I can't remember.
No,
No, he didn't.
no. I climbed on a roof and saw nothing.
That was it. And yeah, oh yeah, because there was like a group of kids that got one as well. In the end, we all handed them in, got our rewards. Oh, so there was another one. Scarrig challenged a guy to an arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle.
Yeah. Then back and forth. I don't think anyone actually won. I think the guy just like appreciated how strong he was and handed it over. And yeah, we got the reward.
That's not how I remember it.
So I remember it.
So I remember.
Felt sorry for you, I think.
Yeah. And Ozzy gave his reward money to Laura. And discovered she was like sleeping rough in like a cardboard box or something on the street. Bless her. And then we decided. Well, I say we. Picard decided he was going to remove the curse from Zoltan. So we went to the Vessel of Freaks, much to Oz's dismay. And his reservations were warranted, as after removing the curse, they got trapped, it seems, somewhere, whether in Zoltan or in a trance, and couldn't escape the boat, and in doing so ended up in a forest following a cabin raised upon spindly, creepy legs, and found themselves in a clearing surrounded by Zoltans. They did everything they could to keep them at bay. Picard using his spirit guardians, Ozzy turning into a giant ape. But they just got closer and closer and closer until they sort of suffocated us, and we awoke on the floor of the vessel to the owner saying that he was locking up and time to leave. And Picard did one last fortune, and it said something like, "Sleep well, dearie." It seems that Picard
To which he scoffed.
Yeah, I would sleep. It appears that Picard has now got a witch covenant to deal with. At
I recall
point.
I told us to get in line.
Get in line, yeah.
I had other stuff to deal with.
And then, we got a call from Gellin saying that he'd been drafted and he was on his way to fight. He also had Picard's sister's head in his quarters. And we wished him well. Ozzy wished him well. And that is where we left it, I believe. I think that was everything, just about.
It was. I just need to pop your videos out again, and then I'll start. You're back in line now. Hang on. There we go. For some reason, my PC defaults to the normal. My Mac defaults to the normal Wi-Fi instead of the 5G. It's like, come on, dude. 21st century. So.
You sound so 21st century saying that.
I don't even know what century we're in anymore. Where are we?
Richfest.
Yeah, where's my track? There's my track.
Oh god, this track. It's in my nightmares, this fucking jolly festival track. I feel like I've heard it for 20 years.
It's a festival, okay? Actually, I'll tell you what, today, it's not like this today. It's a little bit more, not quite, but as you leave the Vessel of Freaks and you're back on the docks, it's quite late on in the evening. The sun is laying low on the horizon, long shadows cast by the cliffs over the dock and the bay. On most of the evenings, there's been quite a lot of activity. There's been the fire dancers on the vessels. A lot of people out on the docks till early hours in the morning. You notice this evening, things are a lot more quiet. There are still a few people dotted around the stores, drinking and having conversations, but there is less of a rowdy feel, more of a somber tone. People just sitting with their feet over the edge of the docks, dangling them in the water. The gentle lapping of the waves, easing your senses.
Is
You
there
remember-
a reason for that, or is it just people just winding down for the day?
It's partly people winding down for the day, but you remember that tomorrow, the fourth day, is the holy day of Pelor and Midsummer's Day itself. And you know from having experienced this before, it's a day where most things are reserved for holy, rich, like ceremonies and things. And if people aren't doing that, then they're just resting for the next day. So it seems a lot of people are winding down either in preparation for this tomorrow or just to enjoy some downtime in the festival.
Oh, well, I could do with a drink after all that, I think. I feel like I'm slightly sobering up.
You still have paid for
Nice.
your day's drinking on the Jolly Roger, so you are welcome to head back there.
Yeah, I was sort of walking back there and just like looking around, taking in the atmosphere.
Taking it in.
Taking it in. As we walk back, actually, I'll say, Packard, I have a present for you. And I pull out the ship in a bottle and hand it over. I'll say, look, I saw how much you appreciated the fine craftsmanship of the one in the bar, so I had this made for you. It's our boat.
Packard's still for a moment. He shows no expression. And then he looks up at Ozzy and he says, Mr. Ozzy, if I could cry, I would. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Happy to. Yeah, I was worried for a second there. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, you're welcome. And look on the deck. Look on the deck. Getting real close. Look on the deck.
Peers in. What's
And
that?
There's just Ozzy stood there like...
Ah, classic. Classic Mr. Ozzy.
But then it disappears.
Yes, I shall cherish it. I shall cherish it. This is fantastic. Yes.
Good. Glad you like it. Glad you like it.
Can't wait to get back on the sea. Reminds me of home.
Yeah, right. Now that you remember home.
Yeah, but you know, this is my home now. The waves, the boats, the spray on my
Seaman.
face. Seaman.
The seaman, yeah. Well, that's
Seaman spray on my face. It's all so vivid.
Gross. Which boat was it that was in the bottle again?
Our OG one. The
Seagulls.
The Seagulls, yeah.
Okay, and it's late evening, isn't it?
Yeah, because didn't he say there's something special about it? I can't remember.
Something happened to it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was.
He just said when he was putting the final touches in, he was up near the blowhole on the high cliffs,
Sounds a bit
and
fancy.
something seemed to imbued itself in the bottle.
Yeah, it had like
And
extra details.
Yeah, he's not sure how all this detail. And when you do look at the water and everything like that, it seems to move inside as if it's animated.
You've done a wonderful job on this, Mr. Ozzy. It almost looks like it's moving.
Well, no,
Looks
I
like
mean,
real
it's,
water in there.
I can't take credit for it. It was, I've left my notepad in the cupboard over there. It was a man by the name of...
A man?
It
What was his name, Mr. Ozzy? I must know.
Bear with me. I've had a drink.
I must know his name.
Haven't you got a big list of names in front of you, Ozzy? It was Victor Screw.
Victor Screw was the name.
Victor Screw, what a name.
Yeah, it's this old chap lives just outside of the village. He's I think he does them in like his spare time, and he made the one in the tavern. And I can't take the credit. This is his fine work. I commissioned him.
Wow.
But he did say that this one's like the best he's ever done. Like it's the detail. Like even he himself doesn't even know how he did it. Like it's.
Well, the Sea Ghost is a special vessel after all.
Well, that's probably it.
It is our first. As the Mr. Men. You know, the Civil Serpent obviously holds a place in my heart.
Oh, of course.
With its ties to my family, but the Sea Ghost, now that's home.
Well, this
As
is
you
your new family.
As you say the name of the civil servant, or the, whatever it's actually fucking called.
Civil Serpent.
Yeah.
Imagine a serpent, but it's very civil.
As you say the name of the civil serpent, and you have the glass in your hand, you see the ship inside change before your eyes. The form stretches, and the deck shrinks in width. The civil serpent is a much narrower vessel, longer and faster. And as you sort of turn it in your hand and peer around, you see it's now the civil serpent in the blue. However, there is no water underneath.
Oh,
wow.
Most peculiar. The ship has changed.
Oh, I didn't know he could do that. He didn't say anything about that.
Which is fascinating, but why no water? I wonder.
Where is the boat right now? What did we
Is
do?
our ship in the dry dock?
Did we leave it at?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait, our ship's in the dry dock.
wait!
Is it not?
Pick another boat. Pick another boat. Vessel of Freaks.
It's called Tempest. So I say Tempest.
At this, nothing changes.
Bastards.
Titanic.
The what? Okay, I'll call it the Vessel of Freaks. The Vessel of Freaks.
Yeah, still nothing changes. It still shows the
Sea
civil
Ghost.
serpent.
Sea Ghost.
All right, we'll go back to the Sea Ghost. Sea Ghost.
And as you call it out, Pycon, it changes back to the sea ghost.
Holy shit.
Interesting. So it's not every ship, but ships we have some connection with.
Or maybe it's just those
Do you
two.
remember the name of? Actually, it would have been the civil serpent that you were captain of when you were part of the Hardby Marines, wasn't it?
When I was, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your ship, Styles? That you were captain of.
Does your ship have a name? The one we're slowly rebuilding.
I was never a captain of a ship. I was the
But did you give it a
second
name?
officer. Did I give it a name? Yes, I did give it a name. It was called the Indefatigable.
And Packard holds the bottle and he says, inflatable.
Indefatigable.
Indefecable.
Nothing changes again.
Indeflacable? Nope, it's broken. It only works for our ships.
It's just ships that you're captain of, it seems.
Ah, I see. So it has a connection to me. How intriguing.
Yeah,
How intriguing. What a wonderful gift. Did you know that this would happen when you commissioned it?
I commissioned it.
Well, then it's a wondrous gift.
Oh,
Absolutely
did you ask me a question? Sorry. I
Yeah, I was like, did you know this?
Oh, all right. No.
Did you ask him to make this?
No. I did this, and I hold up my hand and used minor illusion to create the sea ghost again. And I just showed him this literally for like 30 seconds while he like sketched it. And
But how did he get the details so exquisite?
well, this is my point. He said that as he was up near the blowhole or something, and apparently on these parts. It's
Is that another brothel in this area?
I wish it's a good. It's a strong name for one, but it's not. It's a place where the townsfolk go. It holds some sort of spiritual meaning, and he was up there, and it went off as he was doing it, and he said he seems to think it's been imbued with some magical properties.
Perhaps we should visit this blowhole at some point.
Yeah, I mean, what if, like, we sit on it, wait for it to go off,
Oh, yeah.
and one, it might feel real nice, and two, we might get imbued with magic.
Right up the jacksie.
Right up the bumhole.
Interesting. Well,
Oh, we're here
nonetheless-
at
Or we
the
could all
pub.
fall in and die.
Oh, good. We made it just in time.
We made it. I'm gonna get a round of drinks for everyone except you. And
Yes.
I go to the bar, grab some beers.
Yeah, you're at the Jolly Roger.
Yeah.
Yep. So they come in, check your wristbands. So you're back to your normal area where you've become quite accustomed to sitting, and most people have left it for you as well. Right on the aft castle, where you get a nice view out across the bay and past the large, decrepit statue in the water, and out across the ocean.
Does anyone actually know what that statue is about?
Which statue?
The one over there, look. The big armless torso.
Oh, yeah. No, who is that chap?
Excuse me. Like call over a waiter.
Yes, sir.
What? We've been here a while now, and been meaning to ask, what's the deal with the armless guy in the water over there?
Oh, well, I'm afraid I'm not from round here. It is odd. I would presume it's an ancient relic of some sort. I have heard locals refer to it as the Old Man.
The old man.
Oh, man.
He's I wonder if he's related to you, Packard. He ain't got any arms. Maybe
Yes,
he's
I mean,
like
that's not how
ethereal.
genealogy works, but,
What do you know about genealogy?
well, I know I've got a sister, and that's about it.
Did she have arms?
As far as I remember, yes.
Right, well, okay. That my theory out the window.
But it was a good one, nevertheless.
May I recommend these drinks for this evening? And he brings over. He's filled a large, like crystal decanter, with a very light, sort of almost clear, but with a small hint of blue. And it has, as the light catches it from the lanterns that they've lit, it almost glows with a luminescent blue in a way. This is the mountain's bounty, and on a warm night like tonight, it is good to keep one cool.
Oh, well, thank you.
Excellent.
They look really nice. Have a sip.
He places it down and pours it into a full glass for you, and as you take the glass and have a sip, the first thing you get with is the aroma of it's almost a sweet citrusy scent, and as you sip it, it's pure refreshment that as it sort of rolls down, whereas opposed to like harsh whiskies, you get that roll of fire as they come down into you. This one almost cools, and as you take a couple of mouthfuls, your full body begins to cool in a pleasant sensation.
Would have been handy to have these when we were in the volcano.
I
What do
was
you think?
just thinking the same thing.
Very refreshing.
It's
And he leaves you with it and makes his way around the boat.
it's a lot more chill tonight. It's what is
Aye,
it tomorrow?
boring.
I pull out the flyer. What is it tomorrow? It's the Midsummer Maypole, Holy Day of Pelor. Maybe that's why everyone's getting all religious-y. That's one for you, right? Scarrick, you know? Holy Day for Pelor, you know, like celebrating the benevolent gods and stuff.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah.
That's up your street,
Sure.
isn't it? Yeah. So I guess we'll be getting involved with that, won't we?
Well, I don't think we'll be getting involved with it.
Oh, why not?
It's-
We've done everything else.
Yeah, well, we'll support your endeavours into religion. We'll
Yeah.
we'll celebrate with you.
Yeah, don't worry.
Well, you know, on holy days, I just normally like to take a moment to myself and just be alone for a while and
Nonsense.
talk to my God. You know, it's not
We're a family.
something
we do
I have
together
pomp
now.
and ceremony.
I've known you for years. I've never seen you do that. You're always one for celebrating and drinking and getting stuck in. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll get stuck right in. I wanna get a bit more involved in the whole, religious side of things. Anyway, seems fun, doesn't it? Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Because like, you get like, what are some good things about religion? I'm struggling to think of anything right now.
Was it? Yeah.
Sense of community. Sense struggling a bit. Yeah, it's a good sense of community and stuff, innit? Yeah, religion. Woo, let's do it. Another drink.
Moving.
He's left with a
Right.
large decanter, so you can just pour as much or as little as you like. So
As we sat there as well, I was like keeping a lookout, and like, do I see Bruce anywhere?
You're obsessed with this man.
I was going to say, at the moment,
Just
from
with
your
yourself.
position at the back of the boat, you can see the docks and the cliffs around, but you can't see like deeper into the town. It does
Yeah.
stagger up slightly, but no, you can't really see him from here.
Picard unravels from his little pouch. He pulls out Father Wyndham's lost ships list,
Oh yeah.
and he says, "Something's been troubling me, chaps. The boat of freaks, in which we swiftly dealt with that curse. Its name is Tempest, and that stuck in my mind somewhat. I think its name is Tempest, if I'm remembering correctly. Thank you.
Underneath, when you were reading the name originally, you saw that underneath it was another name that was painted over.
Yeah. Now, the name, it caught my attention, and I couldn't think as to why. And as I was meditating one evening, it sort of came to me. I've seen the name before. When we were doing that murder mystery cruise, and I searched Father Wyndham's room that evening, and he had some curious articles, and he had this list of lost ships, and the Tempest is one of them.
You mean you stole off a dead man?
It was an investigation.
I'm only joking. We do that all the time.
Good. It was evidence. It was clues. Now this list, didn't mean anything to us at the time, but now we've encountered one of these lost ships.
Oh.
I can't help but notice there is perhaps some sort of coding system to this list.
A coding system.
Well, it's most unusual. It's a list of lost ships, but some have a line through them. One of them is crossed out entirely, and there's a symbol in the bottom corner. It looks like a big fork on a broken dinner plate.
All with my naval history or background, will I know what the symbols mean?
You'd have to make a religion check. To be fair, you have all seen this symbol before.
I can't remember where I've seen the symbol before.
I'm sure I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Let me have a little think.
If you think back to the temple that in Saltmarsh, where
And you got nine.
now they celebrate music, and they have to play drums all the time. Think back to there. The symbol he was wearing around his neck was the holy symbol of Procan.
Ah, Procan. This is the symbol of Procan.
Oh yeah. It's obvious now when you yeah. You just need
So
to hold
why-
it this way around.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's not a fork on a broken dinner plate. It's a trident on an ocean. Of course.
Of course. And are there other symbols on there?
No other symbols. Just numbers that count up to 8. But that's the number of missing ships. So I presume.
Well, he
that-
was.
Are you sure it's not just his list because he kind of prayed for?
Yeah, he was.
The
That was
lost.
his. That was his patron, wasn't it? The Procan, I think.
So why cross out some of the names and why
Maybe they've
put
found
one line?
that they had actually
with
sank.
Maybe.
So what's the
Maybe
difference between a
confirmed.
cross and what's the difference between a line? I can understand
But
like
what's-
missing ship
How
without a
angry
line.
he was that day.
What is
The
Tempest?
waterhead. The
Does-
waterhead
What's
has
Tempest got next to it?
nothing. Tempest is unmarked, which I presume means still missing, not found.
Well, maybe the ones that he did find, and was like, "Oh, I found that one. Cross that one off," or it was accounted
I
for.
do know some ships that have gone on long expeditions have just been on for years due to conditions at the destination. So I suspect some missing ships do return. That might be what the line is. And
why was he tracking lost ships?
Because that's like he's a sea god priest. You know that's who they look after.
It was a
Seamen.
hobby.
Is
So
it
why-
not
why do you
still-
think-
Most
something-
sailors follow Procan.
For the rest of
Yeah,
you,
it's like-
something that you all know that Picard probably wouldn't with his lack of memory is that every town on the coast, especially around this area, they always have like a seaman's mission, a refuge for fishermen, sailors, either people who are lost or people who are just looking for food and drink. And they're always under the guidance of Procan and always the Procan priest. So there is a big history of priests of Procan searching for lost vessels and caring for the ones who are left behind when men and women are lost at sea.
We would probably relay that to Picard then.
Yeah, because there's one here as well, which you can see from the dock, to be fair. And you see, as you sort of look across, there's a few people coming out, bowls of like a simple stew in their hand, just enjoying the sea air, and a few sat on a bench outside smoking pipes.
Yeah, that place over there.
Oh,
That's one of those places. Maybe you take this list of them. Maybe they'll explain what the symbols mean and stuff.
that's a good idea actually.
But we could place some bets. My bet is that the ones that are crossed out, he found, or yeah.
Well, perhaps line means it was found and it was unscathed.
Yeah, and then the crosses are like it
means-
sank.
Bank. Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
But that
Tempest-
leads me to
And Tempest is nothing on that, and that's not been found. So, yeah, maybe we could ask the guy on there where he found his ship, where he got it from.
yes, and if he doesn't tell us, we'll make him.
Kill him.
no,
Well,
we could
I mean,
just
that
ask-
was a big. I don't know how it went from just
Jumped up
talk.
a notch.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll go chat with the fellas at the mission and see if they can help with this list. See if they can decipher it.
Sure.
Are you going this evening?
Yeah, I'll go now. I'll say you chaps enjoy your drinks unless any of you want to join me.
I'll join you, Picard. I'll come with you.
All right, come on.
Ah,
mister.
fuck it, we'll all come.
All right. Bring your drinks with you.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay.
Get some to go cups.
On the way out, I'll grab some more to go.
As we're walking around, I'm always on the lookout for our friend Arlo.
Okay.
If I just see him again.
Alex,
Okay.
your mic keeps like, I think like when you like breathe,
Catching the
capturing
air.
the air. I don't know if it needs like moving back a little bit. Maybe I don't know.
Here?
You can do that. I
Do a
can
laugh.
turn-
Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
better.
better. That's 100% better.
Ha ha ha.
I'll turn you off a bit, but yeah, that's better.
Thanks.
Cool.
Well, I'll put it up here.
Oh, that's better. That's much better.
Just tape it down to the middle of your head like they do on Broadway.
Yeah. Nice.
So you finish your drinks and you head off the Jolly Roger down the dock towards the Seaman's Mission. You see a few, you presume, sailors outside just having a light conversation, enjoying their food and their smoke. Above the door is a hand-painted sign that says the Three-Pronged Spear and a symbol of Procran next to this. The door is open, and inside a warm glow emits with the smell of a rich, vegetable-laden broth that greets you, and accompanied by the smell of a wood fire.
Is the like a charity box?
There is outside. There is a small wooden box which is just on the door frame, on like the mantle, and it has a slot at the top.
I'll drop a few coins in as we go by.
Okay.
As we enter, I sort of say hello.
As you call round, you hear an elderly voice. Hello. Yeah, we're just closing for the day, but room for more if you need.
Oh, indeed, I do need, my good sir. I need information.
You come inside, and this simple, it's basically a long room. At one end, there is a large fire in a stone hearth. At the next to the fire, there is a sort of makeshift kitchen, a worktop with some cupboards behind, and a large pot which is currently off the fire but can be levered around onto it on a hook. Behind the sort of countertop is an elderly man dressed in the light blue cloth of a priest at Procan. Around his neck a symbol, as you recognise, and his sort of thinning grey hair barely covers his liver spotted head. He ushers you to come a bit closer. Please, I'm slightly hard of hearing in my old age. Was it information you said?
Yeah. I'm wondering if you could help me with this. And I pull out Father Wyndham's Lost Ship list and I poke it out of him.
Oh, I see.
Can you make sense of this? This was found in the possession of a priest of your church.
Oh, I see. What was their name?
Father Wyndham.
Father Wyndham. I haven't seen him for years. How is he?
He's really well.
Yep. Never
Oh,
been.
Since I moved out here to look after the children who are lost and sailors that have washed up on the shores, I've lost touch with my old friends. And he sort of
He said.
closes-
He said. Last we spoke to him, he said like, I hadn't heard from anyone for ages, and I really want to keep it that way. I like to just keep myself to myself, and
he was always such a sociable type when we were younger.
no, not anymore.
I guess old age has its whims.
Yeah.
He pulls down these small, wireframe glasses and picks up the note. It appears to be a list.
Yes.
Oh, shit show.
I know that.
Oh God.
And you say it was from Father Wyndham?
Yes, I believe it to be a lost ships list.
Yes, he was always one for searching. Some of us, like myself, wait for people to come to us, but he was always chasing, always getting out there and getting his hands dirty, so to speak. I would presume, and he sort of peers back, getting a bit closer. these ones he's crossed out, he would have found, and the others maybe reported vessels that have been lost that he feels he may be able to find.
When you say found, do you mean found as in the safe and well, or found as in they found the
Well,
raft?
unfortunately, Brocan cannot protect everyone, child, and that is why these missions exist. Many ships end up at the bottom of the ocean, and we're here to look after the people who are left. And he ushers to the corner where you see like this elderly man with he has a hook instead of a hand. His arm's amputated from just below the elbow. I'm unsure whether these would have been returned in one piece, or perhaps he was just trying to collect belongings. Many people of the land feel better if they have something of a loved one, rather than the mystery, if you see what I mean.
Yes, I see. We see.
Oh yes, I understand the value of your work immensely. What troubles me is that one of these lost ships may be found.
Oh, well, that shouldn't trouble you at all. That's good news, isn't it?
I have a bad feeling about it. Do you have any records or documents of lost ships? Anything
Only
of the
from the
sort?
port where we are here, and
Hmm.
many damaged ships recently, the past few months, but they've all returned. A lot of damage to the hulls.
Oh, well, you don't say. What kind of damage? We might have experienced something like that on our recent escapades.
Well, there's I remember one came back, almost limped into the dock. It did. The wave cresters were working on it for about 2 weeks. A huge gash down one side. Very peculiar.
You know of
But
any big creatures that might dwell in the waters out there?
the sea is a mysterious place, friend.
You ever seen a kraken? We fought a kraken. Don't choke.
No. My time at sea was long ago. I don't know what's done this damage, but all I know is the people were safe. Krokan protected them, and he will protect you too, if you believe.
Oh yeah, we all believe, right?
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And he comes up to you, Styles, and he's like, I heard you put the money in. Procan thanks you, and please take his blessing. And he, makes the symbol of the 3 forks on you.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I'm afraid I will be having to close up for the evening. The
Yes,
door is
yeah.
always open, but the kitchen always needs tidying.
Ha. Of course, indeed.
Was
Thank
there
you.
anything else you needed?
No, thank you. Thank you for the time.
You got any drugs?
These hands, and he
Jose.
sort of turns his wrinkled hands. They can heal, but that's about it.
Okay, just checking. See ya. Start walking out.
Farewell, friends.
Bye. I sort of say to the gang, I was like, I don't know if I'm being paranoid or something, but given all that was going on at the time when we found this ship list, something tells me it's important, and something tells me the Tempest being here is not some random coincidence, but it's a divine fate.
Oh well.
Since when have you believed in divine fates?
Since I washed up on a beach and I wasn't dead.
But you are dead.
Exactly. And that's unusual.
Well, all of the when we was in Saltmarsh, all of the Procan priests and stuff, they're all like wanking over you, like, oh my god, this guy's a gift from Procan because he washed up and he died, but he's alive now, and like, so maybe you're right, maybe
Fortunately, they had more praise than answers, but
yeah, but maybe they're right though. Maybe Procan is like, and I'll start poking you in the chest. Maybe like he's in here with you. You know, he's inside you.
don't know about that. But perhaps he is. Perhaps this is my purpose. Perhaps finding these ships is what I'm here for, or perhaps not.
I mean, like
But-
you got Procan, Scarrig, Scar, Moradin. Stars,
One of them's better than the other.
who's your god?
Who do you believe
I
in?
don't have a god as such. I suppose if I had to put money down, it would be Procan has been a man of the sea, but
Procan,
I
yeah.
don't really have time for it.
Mr. Ozzy, what do you believe in?
I don't. I'm not like locked down to any one god. I kind of. I don't really worship any of them. I find them a bit pretentious, I think. I appreciate them. Like, they do their thing,
Thunder crashes and the world shakes.
See, my abilities and my talents, they don't come from a god. They're not divine. So, I appreciate them and what they, the things they do for the world, but I don't support any one of them. Although, to be fair, like right now, probably Pelor, he's doing well. He's pretty cool. I mean, he put on this
very
festival,
popular.
and like, it's been banging so far. So if I had to pick any right now, it'd be Pelor.
Yeah,
Glory
you
supporter.
don't really get many Procan festivals. Are a little bit depressing and preachy, but I can get behind this Pelor one.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's all about fun, really. He's pretty decent. He's a lot better than the what's that other one who has been dipping in and out, Scarrig? What's that guy? What's he called? Prometheus?
Huh?
Yeah, he's
Ozzy, do we need to have a chat?
I don't know, do we? But Prometheus, yeah, like any
Again,
Pelor.
Communication is key to healthy relationships, gentlemen.
Prometheus is a bit crap, that one, ain't he? Yeah, he's don't really. What does he do, right? Oh, fire, boo.
Ozzy,
Yeah.
it's not wise to joke with the names of gods.
Is he gonna strap you down?
You know his name is Pyreneus.
I know, I'm fucking with him. He gets it. If he's cool, he gets it.
Don't think he does.
Well, he's not very cool then, is he?
Oh, does Scarrig worship someone who's not very cool? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That makes him a lame.
Probably has a joist tail. Oh fuck.
Giant's tail.
Joist tail.
Oh, a giant's tail. Oh.
Are you heading
Look,
back to the
Ozzy.
Jolly Roger while you're having this conversation?
Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah, I
heading,
can figure
I'm,
it
heading
out.
towards, I'm heading towards the Tempest.
Oh, well, I'll be we'll walk
Oh,
with you
God.
then. So we're going to one of the 10%.
Yeah, so if there's a veer off point, we'd be like,
Oh, you going?
okay, we'll go this way.
Just going to quickly check on the Tempest.
You're not gonna.
Okay.
Big boat.
Don't melt the guy.
Well, if you two are having the conversation and like you're sort of having this as you head up towards Jolly Roger and Picard, you are heading along the dock to where the Tempest or Vessel of Souls was anchored. You see, something is missing. Where the Vessel of Freaks is, there is a space.
Piss.
And out in the bay, you see a ship leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just
He knows you're on
now,
to
as
him.
the sun is almost gone below the horizon, this dark ship with black sails almost fades into the darkness of the night.
Somehow I don't think that's the last that you're gonna see of Zoltan.
Hmm.
The rest of us fine, but you, well, you fucked.
Well, with any luck, we will see the Tempest again.
I don't know. I don't know if we want.
I don't know if I
that.
want to.
Yeah, like
Of
why?
course we do, chaps. There's a mystery afoot.
I don't know.
Wish to solve this mystery.
And he'd have got away with it if it weren't for us meddling Mr. Men.
Looks like he did get away with it, Mr. Styles. Looks like he's sailing off into the sunset. Everything he wants.
Styles, as you peer for your eagle eyes, you just see him on the back, like.
He's waving.
It's too far away. Oh, dear. So you can continue a conversation as you head to the Jolly Roger.
All right, to
If
the
you had
Jolly
anything
Roger we
else.
go. But next time I see that chap, I'm going to put him over my knee because he's got some explaining to do. It's an old sea expression. Don't worry about it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard of it.
Different parts of the sea. You wouldn't have heard of it.
Right. Okay.
Yep. To the Jolly Roger.
I do that sometimes to like the people on the bottom boat.
Oh,
They seem to like it.
I see. Oh.
And I had it happen to me when I was in the room. That wasn't very fun. Oh, yeah, I'll have another drink. More drinks?
As you get back on, you're handed a you were offered you were offered 2 drinks. Let's have a look. Which 2? You were offered the Salty Dog Ale or the Sailor's Spirit.
Well, I'll have the ale.
I think you've had the Sailor's Spirit before, to be fair.
I'm feeling a bit of an ale, something light to ease into the evening.
Okay. What's everyone else having?
Oh, the spirit.
The Spirit.
I love the spirit.
Okay, so for you who have the Spirit, I think you may have had this before. It's the one that comes with a small inscripted piece of parchment around the bottle that says, there once was a captain and crew who made the most wonderful brew. From rations of lime they would in their spare time make drinks no man could outdo. And you have a light, refreshing, lime heavy, almost like a liqueur, which is very pleasant and a great accompaniment to what you were having before. Ozzy, you picking the slightly different drink, the more outlandish drink, you receive a heavy tankard, inside which is a dark, rich brew that reminds you of the sea. You see the waiter uncap a small jar and plop in a sea snail that just splashes and begins to bob about in the drink.
I whispered to Scarrig as I'm watching. I'm like, I think I've ordered the wrong thing. I think I've ordered the wrong drink.
And he's like,
I think you did too.
this is good luck and customary with the Salty Dog Ale.
Oh.
Enjoy.
Oh.
As you
Won't eat that steel.
as you take your... What, are you taking a sip?
Have a little sip.
You take your first sip and you are instantly reminded of the first time you entered the sea as a child. You flash back to as you ran into the water, just a wave crashing over you and engulfing your mouth with a salty, saline taste of the sea. And as your lip touches the liqueur, as your lip touches the ale, the snail's 2 little eyes sort of on your nose, and you get that sliminess from the sail. It's heavy, it's salty. It's up to you if you like it.
I don't think this is my cup of tea. Pack, I know I know it's a bit of a thing, like making you drink stuff, but like I feel like if there's ever
Whoa, you
a
killed
drink,
him last time.
I know, but if there's ever a drink that you're gonna like, I feel like this might be the one. It's basically drinking fucking seawater.
I don't think we should risk it.
No, I think better safe than dead.
Oh,
That's what I always
That's
say.
another saying of the sea.
I chuck it over the side. Oh,
Okay.
lovely, really nice. I'll take one of the other ones this time. Thanks.
There's always like the normal ales and all that sort of stuff around. So
Yeah.
as you chuck it over the side, I'd imagine you just lean over to the next barrel and
Yeah.
pour in a nice light. The thing you were looking for, a golden ale.
Well, who we spending the night with tonight then? Styles.
Before we decide that, we'll just have a quick wee break and we'll be back in a second.
We're back.
You were asking where you were gonna spend.
Oh
the
yeah,
night.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Where we who we spending the night with tonight then? Styles? Nah.
I'm
Shade?
just going to stay here.
What? Why?
No. Him ruined it.
Yes. We could spend it together. Why not?
Oh, I'm not doing that stuff though.
What stuff?
Sexy stuff.
Who said anything about sexy stuff?
That's what we do on the Bonnie boat.
What?
Maybe you should come and spend the night with one of these beautiful women. I heard
No.
Nightshade's nice. Look at
The
Styles.
last time I went over there, I just argued with that captain all night. It was a disaster.
Maybe you would enjoy. Well, who was the one that you spent all night and didn't even get your trousers off? Was it?
That was
with the riddles.
the Sphinxy one. Yeah, she was a weird one. She just kept giving all these like riddles and shit, and I'm never good at that kind of thing.
Oh,
So
riddles.
I just had a
That would be a good one for you, Piker.
I like riddles, yes.
yeah. Well, maybe you would enjoy it that with her. I just had a throb on all night and couldn't do anything with it.
Sorry, you had a what, Mr. Rossi? Yeah.
Throb on.
A throb on.
Yep,
So I do hope that
that's exactly what you think it is.
works out for you.
How about you, Scarrick? You're going to see your emotional support prostitute again?
No, and I didn't think we were going to talk about that. I'm just going to have an early night, I think.
Well, which one's the one you like? Is it Pixie? Is that the one? Pixie? Yeah.
I don't really fancy talking about this.
Well, maybe I'm going to spend the night with all of them. I won't do that to you. Well, maybe I will.
How about you, Ozzy? What do you fancy this evening?
I fancy a bit of nightshade. Then halfway through the night, I'm gonna jump over to Pixie, and then I'm gonna go and watch Packard and the Sphinx like have a riddle off with a throb on.
We
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah, do you not want to sleep
Oh yeah,
this evening? Or?
I won't be getting a long rest. That's for sure. No, I'm fucking with you. But I mean, what else is to do, right? I'm gonna try another one of these beautiful women. So if that's it, I'll bid you adieu. And
Night.
I'll see you back here in the morning.
Where are the people who are not going to the brothel sleeping? Are you going back to the hideout?
Yeah, probably.
didn't we just get drunk and sleep on?
I mean, you can get drunk and sleep on the
I have
boat,
done, but that's
or-
just on a bench.
Every night so far we've either
It's
passed
like
out or
big
been on the bunny
pillows.
boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we'll go back and Styles will go back and maybe get a wash or something.
Yeah. So you spend a bit of
I like
time
to think
to
that I've
yourself.
been like prestidigitation in each of us each morning.
every morning it just works a little bit less. Oh, dear.
Just like a flannel wash.
Yeah. Cool. And Alex, are you going with the Sphinx?
Yes, Picard will go with the Sphinx.
Okay. I've added something to your journal,
Oh,
which you can look at in the middle.
I think I
So,
will chip
on.
in for his. I'll give him some money. How much was it? Oz, are you paying as well for?
Well, I need the list. I can't remember which one I hadn't been with yet.
The
Bonnie Boat card,
list
let's have a
I
should be
was
in your
just-
thing.
Yeah, but was it 50
It
gold
costs
a night?
five gold piece a night. 50 gold a
Oh.
night. Jesus.
Jesus, these are some wealthy prozes.
5 gold a night. 5 silver an hour.
How long do you think you will be, Mr. Picard?
I'm sure I'll be done with this wench's riddles in mere moments.
I would once Scarrigan Styles have left. I would try the door of Nightshade.
Well, then I think you're all on a Jolly Roger at the moment. So
Oh, okay. I thought we were.
Yeah.
as they leave back to head to the tavern, you make your way over to the Bonnie Boat, and you're greeted with a Madam Bex. On this evening, all the rooms are free.
Oh.
It seems that before a holy day, most people have decided to rest rather than go to prostitution. But each to their own. So yeah, all the rooms are available, so you can choose.
I'd order an hour with Nightshade,
Okay.
and then the rest of the night with. Oh, the Ox just sounds scary. You haven't.
The page boy?
That's the only one.
I've been with
You
the
haven't been with
Sphinx.
the page boy, the maiden, the ox. You haven't actually been with Captain Ivana, I don't think.
I'll go with Captain Havana.
Okay.
But for that
Not the
first
Ox.
hour with Nightshade, I'd be like, just sort of like sat with her, just like having some drinks, like real cash, and I'd just be like, so, what do you think of my friend Styles?
You let's roll the D100 to see what response you get. Ooh, nice. You over the course of the hour and drinks. I mean, there is initial sort of duty to call or call to duty that she has. So as you enter the room, she's obviously very nice to you, and
Can I see why Styles has fallen in love with her?
she's a very attractive girl, yeah, and I think the macabre sort of get up and the vibe is like it's almost that I can't even think of the word. It's like an allure. It's something that you don't always see. And she obviously begins to try and woo you, but as you sort of get the drinks and relax the environment, you can see her true side begins to come out, and she's a very down-to-earth person, like happy with the work that she does. It pays good money, and it means that she can live her life the way that she wants to. And what she thought Styles, she thought he was very... at first, she doesn't like to talk about clients, so I do need you to make a persuasion check to see how much you can get out of her.
Okay. Rolling some dice now. Now, you don't want to go in jail, do you? So you better be good. Oh, fuck. You're going to fucking jail. It was a natural one. Son of a bitch.
Okay. So you can't persuade her to tell you about him, but you can make an insight check.
I
if you
mean,
wish to
I
try
do
and
get a plus
read when you
10.
ask her.
So it was 11.
Oh, it was 11. Okay.
But he's in jail. He's in fucking jail. But yeah, it was 11.
She doesn't tell you about their evening or any of the details, but she does seem to come across coy when you speak to her, and you get the sense that she enjoyed her time with him more than other patrons.
Okay. Do you love him?
I could never answer that.
Mm.
He'll have to come see me again, won't he?
I think he should.
Where is he tonight, anyway?
Oh, he's staying at the tavern, the Empty Net. He's got like this penthouse suite that's like on the ground.
Oh.
It's like it's a proper like he's rolling in it.
Don't know if that counts as a penthouse then, but...
No, it's like kind of the opposite penthouse,
Oh, I see.
But yeah, like he's such a cool guy.
Sounds nice.
Such a cool guy, he's lovely and he's like minted. He's got the whole place to himself. And everyone wants to be his friend. He's a real cool guy. He's a captain of a ship.
Wow.
He's got 2 ships.
Well, please tell him to come and see me tomorrow. Evening.
Yeah, I will. Play cool.
Okay. The candle's burnt out. Time's up.
Ah, what? Can I just have a look at them?
Bye, Ozzy. It was very nice talking to you.
And you.
And she sort of ushers you to the door.
And then I go to Captain Nirvana.
Your evening with Captain Ivana is an evening of pirate-themed play. There are moments where you are swashbuckling around.
Nice.
There are scenes where you have to walk the plank. It's very role play driven, but very enjoyable.
Oh, Ozzy's into that.
It's when she draws her sword that you get a little bit confused. No, it's a very enjoyable evening, and you spend it as you spend it resting,
shagging.
Yeah, and then in the early hours of the morning, you were curled up together in a suede of red, sort of vibrant linens and canvases, and
I'd give myself enough time for a long rest.
For a rest, yes.
Awesome.
Picard, your evening is spent deducting. I almost feel like you you control the lights at your own will, turned into a mastermind sort of scene, and she's there just giving these riddles, and you're giving these answers back, and she's undressing her like, no, more riddles, please.
Let's not skimp on the riddles now.
Yeah. She spends. You find out she is quite intellectual. She's studied a lot of old texts for her riddles and lots of different things to get her inspiration. And she's also into the history of sphinxes, which I'll say, if you ever come across a sphinx, you may have advantage on their riddles. So make a note of that. You also learn some for yourself.
Come
which is
across Sphinx.
I was going to say, so Sphinx's actual animals in this world. I was just thinking, what? Just like some fucking stone thing in the desert?
No, a sphinx is a creature.
Yeah, they are actually. Yeah.
And I've got to come on it, apparently.
Yeah, so if
you come across a Sphinx.
A sphinx, then you will have advantage on the riddles it asks.
Oh,
so make a note of that in your notes, and you have learnt some riddles yourself, which are in your journal for you to use whenever you wish.
Delicious riddles.
So, morning breaks.
Don't we get to wear any riddles? I thought.
Well, you're not there. You're in bed.
No, but we could have had a team experiment. It'd have been nice.
He has his own riddles, which he may tell you later on.
Alex, you might have to move your mic just as such. It's too close.
Yeah, it's fluffing again. Fluffernutter!
We went too far.
When you were here, Paul, Kurt made me move it closer.
Did it make it louder? I just turned you up on my end.
Because you are very quiet.
It's alright now.
Try it now, Alex.
Hello, I'm speaking.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's
fine.
It's perfect.
Is that okay?
Next time, have a dig around in
it's
your
a little
mic box
quiet,
and
but-
pull out one of the others.
I like the way you always take the mick out of my setup, but come on.
Well,
Fair, yeah, Pat's
it's
is
most
like...
consistent these days.
It is
It's consistently shit.
Yeah.
At least you can roll
It's poor
dice.
standard, but 100% consistent.
And it's the cheapest.
Very true. So, morning breaks on
so good.
The 4th of Richfest, the holy day of Pelor. And as you awake in your separate abodes, there is a calmness to the morning. When you get up and walk around, you see most of the shops are still closed. This is truly a day of rest, a day of contemplating and enjoying the warm sun which beats down from above. Even as you awake early, it is hot. What do you wish to do with your day?
I'm going to be forging once I wake up.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to think I woke up slightly hungover with the sound of Starrick forging.
Yeah. Chink, chink.
Ding,
In fact,
ding.
I think I have it on sec.
What are you doing?
Morning, Styles. Sorry, just, had the urge to stare into the coals.
Something wrong with you. I needed a shit as well. I was going to go there.
What is it that you're forging?
Yeah, what is that?
Friendships.
Didn't really have any plan for anything at the moment.
Just seeing where the metal
a gift
takes
for
you.
Pelor.
Yeah.
Okay.
What have I got on offer to me?
Let me just have a
What
quick
scraps do I find?
think. In the basement, there are old gates. There are the remnants of spears. There are a lot of the most of the metals and materials that you have come from the remnants of casks. The sort of cask bands. There's quite a lot of them there. So a thin, quite easy to move metal, quite quick to heat. As you think about what you're forging,
I'd just carry on.
we will go to the Bonnie boat.
How was your night?
It was full of intellectual pursuits, and yes, I enjoyed myself. That much can be said.
Did you get past the first riddle? It was a real tricky one.
Oh yes, no, we did dozens of riddles throughout the night. It was
You didn't?
quite entertaining.
I struggled to get past the first one.
Ah yes, well I'm sure there is quite a high.
What did you get at the end of it all?
Oh, just more riddles,
What?
Just riddles and riddles and some nice intellectual chat. It was a lovely evening.
Boring.
And what did you get up to?
It was fucking awesome, man. It was like we were pretending to be pirates, and she was like a sexy captain, and I had to like do loads of like odd jobs for her and stuff. I had to like scrub the decks while she like pegged me and what?
I am your captain, and I can't get you to do any of those things.
No, that's because you're not pegging me at the same time.
You never clean the decks at home.
Well, I know, but you don't wear like the sexy leotard and like.
Is that what I need to do, or do I need to wear the leotard and then you will do the job on the ship?
It would help. Yeah. It would make it more interesting. I also had to walk the plank. That was fun. I was a very naughty boy. And I got punished a lot for being naughty. And it was cool. There was a parrot at one point. Not sure about that bit, but yeah, it was a good night overall. Oh, I don't want to know what the parrot did. Or where the parrot went. Ugh.
You're right, I don't want to know any of those details.
Ozzy walks out with a slight limp.
As you come onto the deck of the Bonnie boat, Ozzy, shooting up from the water, Ellie comes. She's obviously dived down, gone under, and shoots up.
I forgot about you.
She shakes in like a swift barrel roll before she lands on you, shaking off the excess water.
Morning.
But as she comes to you, you're overwhelmed with this sense of worry. You realise you haven't seen her since you were on the Vessel of Freaks, and this sort of fear and anxiety she wraps around your neck and tighter than usual, almost squeezing. And you go to calm her. It slowly begins to ebb and calm. And
Hey, it's all right, girl. It's all right. I'm here. I know it's been a while. I'll do it. Don't worry.
My dad says, "What's wrong with your weird bird thing?"
Weird bird thing. Fucking hell. She just misses me. Not seen her since since we were last on the Vessel of Freaks. So.
Oh, last night.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, wait, I'm not there.
it's just like
Jesus.
he's hammering away, and he's like, "Last night."
What are you even hammering? Yeah, she's just worried. Poor thing. I'm fine. We're fine. I mean, Packard's not. He's cursed now. Got witches after him and everything. But the rest of us are all right.
Bit annoying. About that curse, something stuck in my mind actually while I was riddling with the Sphinx last eve. I'm not sure how real everything was. Did you notice the corpse of the chap as we were trudging through the woods? It bared the emblem of that town we went to outside Saltmarsh.
Yeah, Burl, right?
Yeah. I found that odd because I initially believed we were in some sort of extra dimension, but giving a chap with a sigil like that gives it a sort of geographical sense. And when when one of my ghosties damaged one of the Zoltans, its arm transformed to some sort of beast-like.
Yeah, it was kind of like a dog or wolf type thing.
Which I found unusual because why would it be a wolf underneath? Why would it not just be a robot of a man?
Whoa.
So I'm suspicious of where we actually went and what we actually saw.
Well, I don't think any of us know where we went. I mean, I think we assume we was
If I had
either.
to guess, I'd say it was outside Burl.
Well, we didn't get transported to Burl, did we? We was.
What?
It would seem to be in our maybe our
Do you
spiritual.
guys still have a map with you?
Ugh.
I think you still have Gallen's map, don't you? Because I could put you on it if you wanted to look.
Oh, Gallen's map.
Yeah, I got Gallen's map.
Is it in your thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you,
I
if you
can
did
see
in
Burl.
character want to pull that out.
Well, Burl's
Look at this map.
up here. I mean, it is kind of near the Dreadwood. Oh, that's a spooky name. Maybe the witches live in the Dreadwood.
Where's the Dreadwood? Where are you looking? Oh, north or south or up.
One of those.
Up on the map.
Up on the map.
Yes. Outside of Burl, there is something called Dreadwood.
Oh, maybe that's where the witches live. Because that's a spooky name.
It's a very spooky name.
And maybe, obviously, physically we weren't there because, well, we kind of were woken up, weren't we? But maybe like our spiritual selves, like we're teleported there, you know.
Perhaps we'll find some answers if we ever return to that part of the world.
Yeah. I mean, we could ask around. Next time we're up that way, ask around, see if anyone knows of any spooky cabins in the woods with big legs.
Yes.
Or we could just totally avoid it because we don't actually want to fight witches, do we?
Well, if we wish to alleviate this curse that I may have, then
Well,
it might be worth doing.
I mean, have you suffered any ill effects from the curse at the moment?
Like man's gonna get.
Pycat looks down at himself and is like, no, I'm Actually, in quite high spirits, actually.
Well, I mean, maybe I'm. Let's just put a pin in it. You know, if
All right.
if it turns out that the curse is affecting you in some way, then we'll go fuck them bitches up. Did I say bitches? I meant witches. And then we'll just take it from there.
All right. Well, I do hope we can return to Saltmarsh someday because I do miss it so.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. That's the most time I spent there, to be honest. It gets a bit clicky. You know, when you've traveled the world like I have, there's some really cool cities and some really awesome places out there. Saltmarsh, when you realize when you go to other places how kind of Europe-y it is, you know? Kind of a little bit clicky. They're all a bit... Gellen's cool, you know, but the rest of them, they're all a bit there, you know? I mean, look at the way they ended up when we left. They're all like, fighting over each other, like, brotherhood.
I do feel we have somewhat of a responsibility to turn and make sure the town does not fall to evil.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. But, you know, one of the great things about being friends with me now is you get to travel the continent with me and go on tour and stuff, and you get to see a lot of the world, and it's a really cool place.
I would like to see the world. I would like to travel more, and I'd like to experience.
You ever been to Copperhead?
Not that I can recall.
It's fucking mental there. Crazy. What about...
And as you two trail off into reminiscing of places you have or have not been, Ozzy, we come to you two who are leaving the tavern. Scarrick, unless you have something you particularly want to forge, I will tell you what you have forged.
Well, I don't know what I want to forge in real life, so no.
After some time working the metal and heating it and hammering it, you draw it out into a long, thin band and then begin to hammer it so it begins to form a smooth cylinder, forming two large like masses at the end. You bend it round and you make yourself a simple like bracelet which slots on sideways and then turns to lock in place. I can't remember what they're called. They have a name.
Bracer?
It's just like a clasp bracelet. Anyway, you form it, and as it cools, as you quench it, and the steam billows up into the room, almost like an acrid scent for you, Styles, as you're getting ready for the day. You immediately put it onto your wrist while it's still what would normally be too hot to touch. You have the sensation as the still warm metal begins to almost singe your skin underneath. However, you just hold it in place until it cools, and then you look at your new item of jewelry. Just
I like to think I might have put Pyremis's symbol on the inside of it as well.
Fucking did.
I would say you have put a rune which in dwarven represents the letter P, as Pyremis's symbol is quite tricky to.
I was going to say, looking at it, it's fucking ridiculous. So, yeah.
So you've put in the dwarven rune for Pyremis.
Well, I put it on. I just look around. Can you smell bacon?
You see, you get the smell of almost like burnt hair, which is mixed in with this smoke. It's fairly unpleasant.
You all right over there? Burnt yourself?
I behaving, that's part of the job.
Make sure it doesn't get infected. There's lots of shit over there.
I'm fine.
Literally.
Well, let's go get some breakfast.
Sounds like a plan.
you leave the tavern and head into the market, and just as you're coming to the other side towards the docks, about to meet the others as they come, there's a call behind you. That's him! That's him there! You turn around, Styles, to see Arlo Clark with 4 members of the Shark Hunters behind him. He is avidly pointing towards you and calling out, and the Shark Hunters, their weapons aren't drawn, they are armed, and they are in armour. But they come across to you. And one of them, his chest broad, his big shoulders looming. Do you go by the name Styles?
Yeah, that is correct. You might have seen I won the pie making competition on the first day. We're guests of the Baron. He's pleased with us.
Did see that, and I did hear that was a very good pie. However, unfortunately, Mr. Styles, Arlo Clark here has accused you of a crime.
I say, what a clown! I've never seen this man before.
That's lying. He's lying.
Arlo, is it?
Arlo's about to lose his shit. This man here assaulted me while I was urinating down an alley.
No need to get violent.
Mr. Styles, I appreciate you understand there are ways in Tempesta, ways to settle disputes like this, as you know, being a citizen for some time.
Ah, yes, I think I remember them.
I'm afraid, if there are no other witnesses, disputes here are settled by trial of the Bow Spirit, and crimes of this nature, medium that they are, and he sort of turns to Arlo, this sort of tone in his voice now. It's like, it was assault! The crimes of this nature are valued at 10 gold pieces. And recalling the traditions of the town, Styles, you remember most crime here, since there isn't so much jail or court, is if there are no witnesses, or even if there are, it's settled in payment. Payment for a small crime is 10 gold. Both parties, if there are no witnesses, will put up 10 gold. And it is settled by each member accusing each other, balancing as far as they can across the 30-foot bow spirit, which sticks out from one of the cliffs near the Wave Cresters dry docks. You recall seeing people doing this before, and the loser falls into the ocean the shortest distance and pays up, and that tends to settle things. That's the crime dealt with. But it always does gather a small crowd. Are you... Go on. You have anything to say?
No, just what. So we both put it up, and basically the winner gets the money.
Yes. You both put it up, and whoever can balance the furthest across this large wooden pole that sticks out from a cliff is deemed the victor, and whether that's guilty or not guilty, they get the money. You get the compensation if you're obviously not guilty.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to be accused of a crime I never committed.
He's lying again. There's anything that comes out of this guy's mouth, big truth, on the holy day of Pelor as well. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm sorry, little fellow, but I have celebrated quite a lot over the last few days. And if I have offended you in some way, I do apologise. But I think a little trial would be entertaining for everything. What do you think, Scarrick? Do you think this task involves a little balancing act? It might be entertaining for the crowd.
Sounds like a worthy task for you. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that.
So it sounds. All right.
I assume. What was it? Ali? What was your name? Was it Ali?
It's Arlo.
I'm assuming you can afford to lose 10 gold over some misunderstanding or
I
something
won't
that
be
didn't
losing
happen.
because I am the just one here. The gods
Okay,
have me in their
okay.
favour. I assume you
Yes.
can lose 10 gold since you tried to rob a man while he was pissing.
Oh, so did I assault you or did I rob you? I'm getting confused now.
Oh, doesn't matter.
You
Crime's
see,
crime.
officer, he doesn't know, but if
The guard
yeah.
puts his hand on his shoulder. I know, but you know, traditions are traditions. Come on.
Poor Arlo.
Yes.
Gaslighting again. So, the guards, 2 with Arlo and 2 with you, take you around the town, and you begin to walk up. You see, so on the map, I can show you on the thingy. The Wave Cresters is obviously on the side of the cliff and sort of up there. Further along the cliff, you see this large, just wooden pole that gets thinner and thinner towards the end as it extends out across the ocean. It's around 30-40 feet above the ocean, so it is quite high. And to get there, you take this small path that's been carved out the cliff. It's wide enough to walk normally. It's not too dangerous. But the guards sort of single file on you, and you head along. You see a few people have begun to come out on the docks. Possibly less today, since they have other things on their mind, but there's still a few. A lot of the children are out as well to sort of witness this. As you
Do we-
get... Come.
I was just gonna say, obviously we've just come out of the Bonnie boat.
Oh yeah, so as you come out the Bonnie boat and you've just come down onto the docks and you're beginning to head into town, you see the shape of 4 figures side stepping across this cliff path that seems to be heading out, and you notice one of them is Styles. Scarrick, obviously you would have probably come and you'd be meeting up with him about now.
Is that?
Yeah, is it you that's got the immovable rod?
I have got it.
Yeah,
no.
you do have it, Styles.
Yeah.
How come you have it?
So I do.
He does have it, yeah.
Sneaky rogue.
I do have it. Yeah.
I think we decided
I mean,
when
I
it
don't
was.
know whether I
You
would.
gave it to Styles.
Yeah, probably.
like-
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
'cause
whether
we
I
said,
would necessarily have.
yeah, 'cause we said that it'd be good with his Rogan to probably have it, maybe.
Like, you could just slip that up your fucking sleeve and just click that every now and again as a balancing point.
Well,
You fucking easily won it with an immovable rod.
rather than going into docks, what I was going to suggest is we came out of the Bonnie boat. Obviously, you go straight onto the dock, Jolly Roger, don't you?
They are next to each other, yeah.
And I just like to think that we'd be sat, having a morning
Okay, you're
drink
just you're
at
just having a
breakfast,
drink,
and
yeah.
then just look
Yeah,
out
got it.
over and be like,
Cool.
"Is that Stars?"
See walking out a cliff.
What's Stars doing up there? And can I cast message?
You can see the clear colours of the guards.
How far
as
away
well.
is it? Because I can cast message up to 120 feet.
It's
Probably further than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit further than that. But as you're having your drink, your morning ales, and paying for your next day of full drinks
Mhm.
on the vessel,
Sure.
which is 10 gold, Scarrick, you arrive at the Jolly Roger.
So Styles is paying penance for his wee assault.
Is that him up there? I thought that was him.
I
What's he?
think he has to walk the plank or something.
Well, I did that last night. It's quite fun.
You guys don't know what I did there, do you? You
No.
just
What was he?
Nobody wants
No.
to hear about your weird sexcapades.
Actually,
I
yeah,
do,
Scarrick,
because
this is...
just
I was going to say, all you've
Like,
heard,
I
I
just
think,
seen
Scarrick,
it,
is
yeah,
the
so-
accusation of Arlo Clark,
What do you mean?
that you tried to rob him.
What do you mean assault?
I don't know. We were just walking, and some wee little prick came up and was like,
Oh shit! What was his
I
name?
don't know, assaulted me or robbed me. I don't know. I think Styles has been robbing people.
What's his name?
Arlo Clark.
Oh no! Oh fuck! I think this. Oh, I think he might have actually done something. This is the guy who. This is the guy who was spending the night with Nightshade, and I told Styles, and then Styles was like, "Ooh, okay," and followed him. I saw him like walk off with him. He might have actually done something.
So what you're saying is this
He's
is
fine
your
anyway, so.
So what does he have to do? He has to walk the plank.
Hey. Like, who gets the farthest? It's like a child's game or something.
But what happened if you fall?
Just fall into the water, right? This Arlo fella. Did anyone believe him?
No, that didn't really think much of him by the sounds of it.
Oh, I feel bad. Oh well, this is a bit of modern
As I said, he was a bit
entertainment anyway.
annoying.
Yeah.
So as you two,
Oh, I should have blessed him.
as you three have your drinks, that thought just evaporating to the ether. Ellie at this point is also curled around you. She hasn't left you since. She
I'm just
come
sort of
to you.
like sat with her, stroking.
Snuzzling him. We go to the cliff where the wind is cool on your face, Styles, as you shuffle along this path. You get to where the pole extends from the cliff. You see it's anchored in heavy into the rock. The pole is weathered. You can almost smell the damp green algae that clings to the glistening wood. It narrows towards the tip like it should, but you can see it flex in the morning wind. Looks like agility at the end will be tricky. In the small sort of almost alcoved cave where you can wait at the end, the guard extends a coin to you. Heads or tails?
Heads.
So I'm rolling a d4. Heads will be odd, tails will be even. It's tails, unfortunately. Arlo, do you wish to go first? Yeah. Why not? The gods are in your favour.
Marlo, I will give you this as your last chance to withdraw the
Arlo.
accusation.
No. Just back off, all right, and get ready to pay me that gold.
I take the gold out and give it to the guard. Marlo, do you have your gold to go into hold it?
He sort of pats himself down. Yes. And he pulls out this purse, and you see you pay yours in.
Look, he's got
10
a purse.
Gold. He pulls out the 10 gold pieces. You pay it in 10 gold pieces. You see Arlo fishing about and scraping out a few silver,
Aww.
5 copper, some golds. This amalgamation of coins comes to the 10 gold. And I'll be taking that back with me. He stands, his slender figure looking out. He extends both his arms wide, eyes forward, takes his shoes off, and begins to step onto the plank. As he walks down, he begins to balance. And then, as a weird gust of wind comes, he slips only 5 feet into the walk. He shouts as one foot sort of catches the other and he falls sideways, almost tumbling down into the water. He manages to just pike himself just in time to break into the water. The guard looks at you. Well, that was only about 5 feet. Shouldn't be too hard, this one, Styles. You see, as you peer over the edge of the cliff, Arlo, 30 feet below, come to the surface, hands wiping his stringy hair out his eyes, and one of the local boatsmen coming across with a rowboat to pick him up and drag him out the way. The guard looks at you, Styles. Some of the crowd cheer, some boo. 5 feet is not really a spectacle. This pole extends 30 feet out.
We got nothing compared to. That's the first one I've ever seen. 5 feet's pretty good.
Yes. Well, when you're ready then, Styles.
Stars, he has his good days, he has his bad days. 5 feet might be a bit of a stretch for this one.
So, Styles, if you wish to do it normally, it's a acrobatics check at varying DCs as you sort of head along the pole. If you wish to cheat and use your immovable rod, then I'll need you to make a stealth check. See if you can do it stealthily.
I'll just do it acrobatically. I'll just go because the difference is the same. Really.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't need to. If you use the rod, you wouldn't need to roll, but you would have to make it like incognito. Which do you feel more confident in?
I'm just going to go acrobatic.
Okay, mate, give me an acrobatics check.
24.
24.
You tails onto the
Just a backflip.
Yeah, you take your shoes off, and with speed, easily accomplish the first 10 feet. Even moving past them into the 15. Almost getting halfway across this pole, as at this point you begin to feel it sort of flex under your feet, and you're judging the weight and you're balancing well. Just give me another roll. 15.
16.
16. Okay. You move forward even more, coming on to 20 feet now. At this point, you're having to sort of stagger your feet, so you're balancing around the pole as it gets thinner and thinner. As you reach the 25-foot mark, the crowd are beginning to sort of cheer and build up this anticipation. Maybe you're going to reach the end. You've already won, but you're clearly just showing off here. You get to around 25 feet, and as the pole narrows under your feet, you feel this is probably the time for you to gracefully disembark. Do you do anything into the water, or you just dive off?
Yeah, I just do a somersault and just dive off.
Nice. Using the spring from the pole, you bounce 1, 2 before jumping, curling yourself into a tight ball before extending and gracefully swan diving into the waters below.
Whoa!
You come back up to cheers from the crowds.
Woo, Styles!
And as you sort of wipe the water out your eyes, the boatman comes across, grasping your arm and dragging you aboard. Good show, good show.
You did pretty well. We got quite far.
Yes, he did. Now, Mr. Scarrick, is this to decide some kind of justice? Or we just
I think that's their idea of justice on this island.
I see. Hardly seems fair.
Or maybe you didn't do anything after all, then.
Well, yeah, the evidence is clear in front of us that the man who can walk on the pole furthest is the innocent party.
I could think of no better way to figure out who was telling the truth.
Indeed.
As you guys on the boat who are drinking look across, you see that the boatmen have brought both Scarrick and Arlo to the shore, and as the guards come back down with the money, the guard throws you the 2 bags, your bag of 10 and the mixed bag from Arlo. Well, it's been decided. No crime has been committed. You should go about your way. We don't want to have to settle this again. Good day to you.
Well, thank you for serving the justice. Although this was very fun, I enjoyed myself. Here, take your coins back.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And he sort of gets up, grasping his money, and sort of just walks off, soaking wet, his dripping form just as he sort of walks back into the town.
Very good. And the boys on the boat.
Okay.
Hey, Styles.
Guys, some
Good morning.
very, very elegant diving there. What was that all about?
Oh, the little man accused me of mugging him, but I didn't.
That was Arlo, right?
As you can see, I've been.
How
Yes, it was,
did you?
yes,
Yeah.
it was Arlo.
Did you do something?
I did not mug him.
Inside check.
It's true. I didn't mug him.
We didn't burn him.
No, but did you do
Didn't push
something?
her.
You asked, did he mug him?
It seems pretty. No, I didn't. I said, did he do something? He said, did you mug
Yes,
it?
you did.
I didn't.
You
I
said,
said,
did you mug it? Those words were, did you mug
did.
it?
did I? Okay. I suppose it was
Yeah.
recorded. Can't really get out of that one.
You look at him and your validness of, well, he's passed the task, so he's obviously innocent, is like solidified by this thing like, yeah, he didn't mug him.
Yeah,
I can
doesn't
tell.
Just pretty big coincidence that I gave you his name and then he's like, okay. You look like you need a
I'd
drink
like to
anyway. Get
think-
this down, yeah.
Ozzy doesn't deal in coincidence.
Thank
He only deals in fact. True trial.
For anyone, any eagle-eyed amongst you, you would notice that Ozzy is wearing the holy symbol of Ravenkind today, and he has it very much on show on the outside of his tunic.
I'm gonna roll to see if I notice it.
You don't have
Well,
to.
instead of noticing, I'd like you all to roll a religion check to see
Oh.
whether you actually know what it is.
Yeah, because it would be
Because you
quite
can
obvious.
see that it's got it on,
Yeah.
but Ozzy wears different jewelry and different, like, high theatrical garb all the time.
I love more.
What was Pat's?
Pat's 12, Scarrick was 15, and he's crashed.
Garrick, you real dice man.
Seen from
I-
back.
I told you
15.
it was 15. It was 15.
So 12, 15, and 15. Is he back? Can you hear us, Scarrick?
It's that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's
okay.
got worse.
Yeah, you can hear me.
He's obviously got the
yeah.
better dice going. He's got the animated dice instead of the plain coloured ones. For those of you who rolled a 15, I will say, because it's quite a niche symbol, I'd say you only really know what it is because you were tuned to it, Ozzy. It's not from this plane as such. Spent a lot of time in its demi-plane. You recognise it to be those Scarrick and Picard. You recognise it to be a holy symbol of some sort, and you recognise it is definitely more than like costume jewelry. It is.
It is Pelor's symbol, is it? Because I know it's called symbol of Ravenkind, but it is.
Yeah,
the
it's
sun, isn't it?
It's in the shape of a sun.
Yeah, it is.
Which is similar to Pelor's symbol.
Yeah.
So you recognise it to be a holy symbol in theme with the festival,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say you know what it is.
Some nice holy symbol you have there, Mr. Ozzy.
Linkage.
What's that about?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you weren't a holy man. I thought you openly laughed in the face of
Well, you know,
religion.
get into the spirit of things. Pelor's been pretty good to me so far, you know, putting on this awesome festival. You know, he's one of the good ones. So, you know, I thought I'd get stuck in with the day, the theme for the day. And I might get baptized today. Who knows? Let's see.
Where'd you get it from?
Oh, Bruce. You know, the
Bruce.
paladin that we met in the tavern. He's a follower of Pelor.
Why would he give you something like
Ozzy,
that?
have you been hanging out with strange men? Did he give you any sweets of any kind?
Come to think of it, he did.
Oh,
And all I had to do was touch it.
touch what?
His penis.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Well, I bumped into him after the cliff jumping, and well, he was just giving me it as a gift, because he's a nice guy, and we're like new people in the town, and he was, it's just like an offer, and I think it's what they do here, New
Very
people
nice
at the
of him.
festival and stuff. Inside me if you want, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you
I
make
wanted
me
to do it. I'm the DM. Did you insight him, James?
12.
Ooh. Insight.
You're either using deception or.
Well, I rolled a
persuasion.
10, so you know that Ozzy has been.
He's
Not-
got a fucking plus 10.
No, you know that Ozzy's not being entirely truthful, but obviously you don't know why particularly.
He's fairly nonchalant. It's French.
You might pie card.
It's French for what?
Not being chalant.
the opposite of Shalom.
So yeah. So what's happening today anyway? So it's the holy day,
It's
Pelor.
the religious day of this festival, I believe.
Paul, it's today, isn't it? Where I said Bruce wanted to meet me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where and when? I can't
At
remember. Noon.
He said. I think he said at noon at the cliff top.
Yeah. Okay.
Similar to where you went before.
Okay.
Also, the maypole is at noon.
Oh, what?
Ash in the calendar.
It's like Glastonbury all over again. Well, there's the anyway. Yeah, looking at it here, it's the Midsummer Maypole at noon. We all doing that?
I guess so. I don't really know what that
I mean,
means.
I might go down for the link.
Is that the
If that's
dancing
just going
with
back to
bells
the-
on it?
Jolly Roger, hi.
Dancing.
Sounds like not my kind of thing.
Yeah, that's not my type of thing.
Well, it sounds right up
Jolly
Mill
Roger?
Street. We're on the Jolly Roger.
Yeah, we stay here.
All
I
day.
think it's still worth observing the cultural delights of this town.
Oh
We
yeah,
even pay this morning.
we gotta get like I pay for myself. You guys weren't here. We gotta get stuck in with the. This is what the festival's all about. Like, you can't just do the other days and skip this day. Like you this is the day. This is what it's all about. Pelor and
I think we can do what we want. How is it? I don't think people are expected to do anything they don't want to do. And I think getting drunk today sounds like a great plan, Styles.
No. You got to do the Pelor stuff today. Like,
Yeah. I'll have some of those crazy flavoured ones, if you don't mind.
One of the guys comes across and he brings you. I'll tell you what he brings you because he's they haven't been listening in, but they've heard your conversation. They have been listening in, and you said about everyone getting drunk today. So he brings you a. Where is it? You see him searching in the all the different casks. Where is it? He's still looking. He's looking through the casks.
you ain't getting a tip.
Yeah, he's taking a very long... here we go. He brings you a bottle. You said about everyone drinking today, sir. And he brings you a bottle called Inverted Rum and pours you a large glass. And
Oh, thank you, sir.
You may want this on the side. And he pours you. So he hands you this inverted rum in a large bottle and a glass, and he hands you a bottle of light green glass with Cinderella written on it.
Cinderella.
Yes, you'll need this one as well.
Oh, this looks fancy.
I'll start swigging the inverted rum.
As you start drinking it, I presume this is what you're talking about, the day's happenings and all this sort of stuff. Around 5 minutes goes by as you're sort of back and forth. Scarrick, you feel nothing, but the rest of you begin to feel slightly drunk. Just taking a strong shot of whiskey.
Fuck off.
You not feeling anything,
awesome.
Scarrick grabs the Cinderella in this clear bottle, and you get a sweet apple cider, which you feel is maybe more of a girl's drink, but after a few sips, you begin to giggle.
I fucking like, well, that's wrong. I mean, it tastes good, but it's not doing much.
Whoa, I feel,
in between
tipsy.
my laughing,
really...
and I'll just start downing
neck
more
in
and
the
more.
bottle.
I'm not really drunk. Oh god!
I need everyone else except Scarrick to make a Constitution check.
I don't think Packard's ever been drunk.
Like I'm talking really necking it because it's not touching me.
Yeah.
Oh, what, a Constitution?
Yeah, Constitution. I think it'll be actually a save.
Yeah.
Constitution save.
3.
Oh
3.
damn it! You get fucking +2 on them.
Oh, then 5.
For me, maybe.
11.
11.
15 for my code.
15. Picard, I don't think you can get drunk anyway. Oh, actually, no. To be fair, this isn't. I'd say good.
Oh, this could be the one way we could get him drunk.
You don't, unfortunately. However, you other two, all of a sudden, with only like sipping whatever drinks you have, like the common ales or wines that are around, you start to feel a lot more drunk than you should. I'd say, Styles, you are on the side of tipsy. Ozzy, you're hammered now. Like, you're drunk. So you have to say it's a poisoned.
Here, what do you think of this inverted rum? Try some, Ozzy. What do you think?
I'm fucking buzzed right now.
You haven't even drank anything yet.
I don't always do it, but I think that fucking little bastard spiked us.
I have. I must have been drinking. I feel. I don't even. I'm that drunk. I don't even remember what I drank.
Chat, I hope you haven't overdone it before lunchtime. We've still got the maypole thing to do.
Well, no, I
Hello.
don't think we'll be fucking around with no maple today.
Yeah, we'll see the
No, we
maypole.
gotta.
Let's arm wrestle.
We gotta do. This is what the festival's been. This is the culmination of everything. We gotta do it today.
No. Here. Styles, you try some of this rum.
I was drinking the rum.
You haven't drunk anything, Styles.
Yeah, you haven't drunk anything yet.
You're drunk because Scarrick has
Because of my
rum.
inverted
It gets-
rum.
It gets
But now
everyone
I
in a
want you-
15-foot circle drunk, but not him.
Okay, so I take it off him and take a swig.
You take a swig and, I mean, you still feel tipsy, but you don't feel any tipsier. Ozzy, you begin to descend the room around, the boat around you begins to, like, spin. But then, Scarrick, you begin to get drunk. I need you to make a constitution save.
Oh, he's got a late kick. Oh, aye. Constitution's
Yeah.
was 4.
It's not.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so 7.
7. I'd say you just start to feel tipsy because
You didn't make it like
Styles
me.
hasn't drunk that much yet. Whereas you
I'll
tried to
take
make
another
half the
big.
bottle.
I'll take another big swig. Eating
I think it's got a late kick.
Yeah, you start feeling the effect.
Mr. Ozzy,
Ozzy, you try some of this.
What?
Ozzy, you want some of this rum?
Water, yeah,
Hi,
I'll have
God.
some.
Picard, as you watch your three friends slowly descend into a drunken stupor, you remember the dragon's milk from the previous day, the drink that managed to remove all alcohol from a person's body in one fiery exhale.
I don't want none of that shit.
Fucking love you, man. Fucking.
I think maybe some dragon's milk is in order. It's
Just a wee bit of
fucking love you, man.
fire's good, you know.
yes. You're very close to my face,
little
Rosie.
Power.
Yeah, I really like you. You're like one of my favorites. You're funny.
Rosie, I think you should drink this dragon's milk, so that we may attend the maypole.
I'm not going to no fucking cape hole.
I wrap my arm around Sky. I fucking love you, man. You're like one of my favorites. You're funny. I love you, man.
You just said that.
I did. But I really do like good old Styles.
Why are you lying to me, Ozzy?
Why is the three of
Hey,
you?
Cat.
What?
You're lying.
Hey.
Why are you
Hey,
lying?
Cat,
What?
I think Arlo's cursed us. We haven't had that much to drink. He's getting us.
Why would he be getting us?
Damn
He's a
you,
little bastard.
Arlo. Arlo, you fucking. Where is that little son of a bitch? Go fuck you up. Arlo.
I don't know if
Mother.
Mr.
You
Owl.
shout out to the empty streets at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Arlo.
A seagull caws above.
Scarrig.
What?
I fucking love you, man.
sorry.
You're like one of my favorites.
Yes. You said it.
I think I've had lots of drink.
Huh?
I don't even remember drinking anything.
Right, I must insist
What?
that we drink the dragon's milk and be on our way.
I'll drink.
Is that euphemism?
Dragons.
It is. Now drink it.
Milk.
I point to Ellie and say, "You can't milk that."
I don't want to
I've
drink
got
Ellie.
nipples. Can you milk me?
I don't want to. No one's milking Ellie. You go fuck off. Back up. Get away from her.
You push the cup of white liquid into Ozzy's face, forcing it down his throat, and Ozzy, as you engulf it,
You're really close.
just feel
Get back.
you just feel this burning sensation rumble in your stomach, and as it builds up, all of a sudden and this huge fireball just comes out. Ellie, like sparking in her head, just like imitates and does like a mini boop fireball, and you instantly feel sober.
Fucking hell, that. Whoa.
Is that better?
Oh,
Feel better?
I feel really depressed now.
Oh.
I don't like being sober.
Oh.
I'm just
But
going
at
to stop pouring a beer.
Take the edge off.
After 5-10 minutes, you manage to balance yourself at your constant state
Yeah,
of
nice.
semi-tipsy.
Will that be the first time Ozzy's been sober since the festival began?
Yeah.
I think it's the first time he's been sober in his life, mate.
It's been 84 years.
It's a flash of reality.
Right. Get some dragon's milk down the other chaps.
Oh, fuck. Well, I got really drunk. Sky, come here. Come on. I like.
I don't want
Yeah,
to know.
you do. It's
I
more.
don't like the
It's more
fat.
alcohol. Get in ya.
Again, a huge exhale of... At this point, catching the bottom of the sails above.
Now wash it down.
Maybe just a wee ale.
Yeah, wash it down with his ale. Here you go. Styles, come on, say for you. I think we've been messed with. Yep, drink it.
Thank you.
Drink it.
Ah,
And here's your ale chaser.
Burp it out, Styles.
That was what the fuck happened there? We get sparked?
Presumably,
I don't know. I think something with that
we've
rum.
been cursed.
No one's been
As you sort of pick up the bottle and peer on the label,
It's the witches.
there is, in very small writing underneath, it says along the lines of a peculiar rum, which when drunk will only affect your friends.
Oh, it's a rum.
well, fuck
That's
yourself.
clever. That could be handy.
Hey,
Excuse me, can I get a bottle of
yeah,
this?
yeah.
And you call across, and one of the waiters, of course. And you notice most of the stuff that the bottles they're sort of bringing across to you are filled from large casks and they're just like hand corked. Because not a lot of it's spread in bottles. It's more casks and stuff. But
This
yeah,
this
he
could be
fills
like,
another one and brings it across.
this could be really handy for like if we're trying to
Getting
like
guards drunk.
yeah, like like get in places and stuff. Like, oh, have a drink with me, and then you fuck them up.
You get a bottle too.
Yeah,
I like it.
I want bottle 2, please.
He brings another one
I do.
across and gives it to you.
What's
If
it?
you both drink a bottle, will you both get each other drunk?
I guess.
Aye.
I believe there must be some kind of range to the effects.
Yeah.
We just have to do it away from each other.
So, what's the plan for the day, gentlemen?
Step 1,
Get drunk.
maypole.
Still.
We've done that. We've definitely done step 1.
Yeah, come on, guys. You gotta do the maypole.
Go to the maypole.
Can't like.
I'm not doing no maple.
Wait,
Going to the maypole.
it might just be a fruity name, but it might be something really cool. Like it might be a strength-based thing.
It might be throwing a maypole as far as possible.
Yeah, or it might be like who can lift the biggest
That's called a
maypole.
caber toss, and it's not that. I guarantee.
It might be like
Dancing with bells.
pull-ups on a maypole, and like who can do the most pull-ups.
Well, what is
I
a
might be in the
maypole?
forge.
Let's go find out, and then you can decide. How about that? Let's not decide before you even know.
It's
Come
not
on.
even me.
Come on, Mr. Men.
Come on.
I don't see why you're so pushy on the whole maple.
Because we're here to experience
It's
the
just
festival.
we've done everything else up to now. We're here to experience the festival and worship.
Come on.
I won't be doing everything.
It'll be good for you to experience
I
some
won't be
culture.
frolicking with no farmers.
Well, we'll get to that when it happens.
I'm really looking forward to frolicking with some farmers.
So as
Right,
the morning ticks
off we
on,
go.
and you have some food to settle your stomachs after the excessive amount and then exhaling amount of alcohol. And you know the maypole starts at noon, so I'd say you head just before. You see members of the town are all dressed up, mostly in white. The women are in long
What?
white dresses, the men in like long white sort of robes, and all of them are decked in brightly coloured garlands of flowers. The women have flowers like wrapped around their hair, and you see a few like a mother and daughter sat on a step, and the mother is just twining these flowers into her daughter's hair, both in these white robes that come down. And in the centre of where all the market stalls are, all the market stalls have sort of been shut down and pulled back, and in the centre of the marketplace is a large red painted pole, and around it several, a handful of strands of these coloured ribbons that lay down around the sides, currently just flat against it. You see a few people
Way up
sitting
saying
in the
all
corner
these
with
white,
drums. Yep.
all the white clad people, and obviously what it fucking is. I would have tried to slip away.
Make a stealth check.
So I'm gonna
Presume you're in armour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to look out for this.
Yeah, because I would be trying to like.
Okay, so you three make perception
Yeah.
versus Scarrick's stealth.
17.
Oh fucking hell!
Devon.
My
Devon,
dice,
my
my dice jail's not big enough.
I'm back.
I'm distracted by the
7.
pole. Ooh. So this
so
is a
Ozzy
maypole.
sort of. Did anyone beat him?
17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Styles did.
So Styles, you see Scarrick trying to drop back from the group, sort of just almost in a in a way I can only imagine Scarrick doing, just sort of peering at a house for a little bit longer than normal and his pace just like slowing as he sort of, oh, I see. Just trying to drop back. So it's up to you what you do, Stars. Whereas the other two are just sort of full on. Oh, the fast. Let's go, Maple.
I drop back and just say to Skerrick, yeah.
Styles, come on. Do you really want to stand around a load of Baltic people dancing? Let's go get pissed.
Let's go for a beer. Come on.
Good idea. So we slip away.
Yep. As you two drop back, back to Jolly Roger.
Yeah.
No. Well, I was thinking they'll know that place. So it might be worth going to.
We can always take
Right,
alcohol off.
right.
So I'd say perhaps you go and grab a couple of bottles of some strong stuff, and then you head down the dock and
You'll find a rough area like the dock, yeah.
yeah. So there's a lot. All the shops that were down the dock are closed up, and you head down. I said it, and you find one where in the back is just this pile of crates, and they pulled the canvas like tarp down on the front, and the sun's beating down on it, and it's this warm radiant glow around there, and you push back the crates and get settled in, looking out across the bay and the ocean just breaking underneath, and
Light
it's
up the pipe and just chill.
yeah, it's a great place to just relax and sort of settle. There's a few sacks filled with like hay and straw and stuff that you just use for a bit of cushioning as well. But yeah, out of sight of all the sort of town, just looking out, having a nice drink. You two, Ozzy and Picard, as you get close to the centre, people are coming up, and one of the men in these white gowns like puts up a flower garland and puts it around your head, Ozzy, and a woman comes and does the same to you, Picard. And you've seen a few of the crew around during the festival, and as you look across the marketplace, which is now a wide expanse, the dust on the ground sort of settling and blowing around in little whippets, you see Orly stood on the other side of some of the crew and a group of other people, and his shell is just this almost carnival float style of flowers. Like all his fishing nets and stuff are underneath it, but on top of it are all these brightly coloured flowers just dotted around, and he looks really, really happy and special. And there is the general atmosphere is one of enjoyment, peace, and celebration.
Seems quite pleasant here.
Yeah, I'm liking the vibe.
Yes. What do you think, Mr. Scarrick?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
They fucking ditched
Mr.
us.
Styles, where did he?
Oh, fuck. They fucking ditched us.
Well, that is unfortunate. I was looking forward to a day out.
That's gonna make it
with
even
all of us.
more awkward when I ditch you.
Huh?
What?
It's now around 20 to noon.
Who did you say we saw? Did you say Orly?
Yeah.
Who's Orly?
Your cruise. Oh no, it's not Sunny.
I was going to say always the one from
Orly's
the
from
other
Critical
contest.
Role.
Goddamn turtles.
I was really confused. I was like,
Oh shit, yeah, it's Critical Role.
I
It's
was
the
like,
tattoo guy, yeah.
Yeah. Sunny, Ollie.
Sunny, yeah.
They're both the same character.
they're both
really.
tall.
Yeah, I was going to say you best on him, didn't you?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh, so what? I tap someone on the shoulder. Excuse me. What's your name?
My captain's friend.
You look across and it's a young sort of man, blonde
He's going
hair,
to do it, innit?
flowers
Demand
like in a large garland around his neck. Flowers predominantly of like yellows and oranges. It's Henry Thatcher.
Henry. Good one. Good name. Henry, what do we do here? Is like, do we all join in on this or what?
Well, there's the ones that have been selected to dance this year. Unfortunately, it wasn't me.
I cast charm
and,
person on him.
Yeah, he's gonna fail the save. He got a 5. Yeah, so.
He's charmed.
And then what they do is at noon, the drum starts beating, and they just weave in and out, creating a brilliant pattern.
Oh, nice. That's cool. My friend Packard here is a big fan of maypoles. Really wants to get involved. Listen.
Oh.
I don't really know what one is.
Yeah, well, Henry here is going to show you.
Oh,
Ain't
well,
that
I
right,
can
Henry?
tell you all about it, friend.
Henry's going to show you all about it.
Who the hell is this?
This is your new best friend. I'm just
Come
gonna
on.
I'm just gonna
And
go
Henry,
for a,
extend his arm. And
I'm just
puts
gonna
it
go for a
round.
piss. I'll catch up with you, and I back away.
As I'm being like led away, I'm like, Mr. Ozzy, no!
He sort of grabs your hand and starts pulling you through the crowd, getting you closer. You'll want to be right at the front to see all the action. I
need an
believe it
adult.
goes over, under, over. But I have been wrong before.
What are you saying? I'm
the
frightened.
massive like white sheeted bodies close around Picard as he disappears into the crowd. I just imagine you're going to come back. He's like feathered and tarred later and completely naked.
I just think it's going to be born again. It's going to be, we go down to the river to pray.
So as Bruce slips off for a piss, you two are in the.
Who slips off for a piss?
Oh my god!
Oh,
Right.
okay, it's
Right, it's because I need a wee.
I
need
didn't
a wee.
even question that. I was like, yeah, I'm Bruce.
Right. As Ozzy slips off for a piss, waiting to go meet Bruce, Picard is going to the Maypole to get inducted. You two are in a little shack having a beer. We'll have a quick wee, and then we'll pick up. Give me a sec. Pee on the brain. So, as you are in your own activities, Ozzy, what are you doing?
Well,
As you sneak away.
yeah, I'm sneaking away, and I'm heading up to where Bruce said to meet.
Okay, so you head up onto the cliffs. It's quiet. The town is almost like a ghost town, as most people are either having their own ceremonies in their homes, and you do see a few, like through the windows, you see a few people knelt before little sort of, can't think of the word, shrines, that's the word. Order in the town centre. You head up to the cliffs, and you see the lone figure of Bruce staring out across the ocean, the sun beaming down upon him.
Nice.
As you
Like a spotlight.
like a spotlight. As you walk up the sort of gravel path behind, he hears you and turns. Ah, I see. You could come. I'm glad. And you're wearing the symbol.
Well, it felt like as good a day as any.
Felt right.
It felt
And he puts his hand on your shoulder.
felt right.
Felt right.
Yeah, it felt right. What? And I've been like doing little, subtle hints to Skyrick. I'm keeping. He's on the path. I've got him on the path. It's fine. It'll be all good. It'll be good.
Good.
What did
Well,
you want?
today we see whether you're on the path.
Oh, right. We're not going
Come
to
with
do
me.
the maypole. Oh, okay.
And he begins to walk, and he takes you along the cliff, and as you go across, you're getting further and further away from the town until the sound as you're up here, you begin to hear the drums like doom, 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 doom coming from the town centre, which as the sun rises to noon, you get a bit further away so that noise dims down, and he takes you to a quiet spot where the sun's light is strong, not shaded by anything. Come, sit. As you sit down on the grass, you feel the sun's warmth through your body. The grass is soft. There is the smell of the earth and the sound of the birds and insects in your ears.
It's nice up here. Peaceful.
It is nice. And this will help us to find our way.
Okay.
Pelor is a kind god. As we say, he is merciful, just as the sun of mercy shines on us. I will read some things to you, and I just want you to close your eyes and listen. Will you do that for me, Ozzy?
Yeah, sure, why not? Least I could do.
And let's begin. And as you both sit, like facing each other cross-legged, Bruce begins to chant sort of in a melodic rhythm. It's a mixture of bassy tones, words, some that you understand, some that you don't. You shut your eyes and let your mind wander and wait for Pelor to come. As you close your eyes too, the sunlight begins to come through them, and you see the reds of the blood vessels across your eyes, and almost the purple tone from your skin begins to flow and pulse as you listen to Bruce's words. Then as you're closed, it begins to get brighter and brighter until you open them. You didn't notice as you were falling into this trance, but now you do. The ground underneath you feels different. It's changed from the warm grass to warm, almost hot sand that now shifts under you. And as you open your eyes, Ozzy, you see a vast desert surrounding you.
Whoa.
The sky above is solid bright blue, and the sun beats down. You realize you're wearing different clothes. You're wrapped in light linens.
Oh, these are
By your
nice.
side, a sword
Soft on my skin.
and a flask.
Is Bruce still there? Or...
You're alone.
Oh, this is nice. Where are we? Bruce? Bruce? Hello? Oh no, it's the witches again. Hello? Do I see any...
As you get to your feet, the sword clinks against your side and the flask bumps you. All around you just see dunes, and that's it.
Is the sword sheathed, or is it...
Yeah, it's in like a sheath on your side.
I pull the sword out.
And you see the silvered blade, sharp. But not a sword you're used to. It's more a scimitar.
Bruce? Is this supposed to happen? Have I got the symbol of Ravenkind on still?
You have nothing of your belongings, just this linen covering your skin. And as you sort of look at your skin, you see you're dry. Dry like the desert.
I open the...
Look up and squint at the sun.
I open the flask. Give it a sniff. What is it?
It appears to be empty. It's... Tip it and nothing comes out.
Hello? I just start walking in a direction.
You choose the direction to walk and you begin to travel. Up and down the flowing dunes, the heat constant, sweat dripping from your brow, leaving a salty taste as it touches your lips. And as you, after about 5 minutes of walking, you come over to the brow of one of the dunes and you see a dark figure curled up at the base of the next one.
Bruce? Bruce, is that you?
You head down the dune. As you get closer, you see it appears to be a form concealed by a large dark robe, similar design to yours, but dark, whereas yours is light. As you get to the figure and sort of bend down, the flask on your side seems heavier.
Oh. Sniff it. Is it water or?
This time, yeah, you open it and you see it's full to the brim with water. No scent.
I take a sip.
Instantly you are quenched. Your mouth, the water like almost breaks like a dam breaking on the dry land beneath as it engulfs your mouth and just gives you instant refreshment.
Oh, that's good. Do you need some of this? Hello? I go down and nudge the body.
As you nudge the body, you feel the form inside, and unwrapping the figure, you see the gnarled, scarred face of a goblin. His skin taut, showing signs of severe dehydration. His beady eyes sunk and his skin burnt and dry. One thing stands out to you. The mark of a skull tattooed on his forehead. His eyes open ever so slightly, almost you can see the sand from the desert encrusted around them. In a hoarse voice, he whispers, "Water."
You don't look very nice. Are you evil?
Water, please.
I hand the flask to it. Him.
As you sort of put it to his lips, it begins to drink greedily from the flask.
Not all of it, not all of it. Just a sip. The rest is for me. Who are you? Where are we?
His eyes open slightly more, but you see he's struggling to focus. He extends his arm up to you.
No touchy. Who are you?
He's sort of... Help me. You see he points, his hand extending forward, his like gnarled bone finger pointing. And as you turn, you see where you hadn't seen in the crest of dunes before, appears to be a patch of green amongst the golden sands.
Alright, come on, let's go over here. I go to help him up.
You help him up and you feel his bony arm and fingers grip around your neck as he supports his weight on you. It takes you around 20 minutes to struggling, walking across him, dragging and falling all the time.
Oh god, you're really heavy. Come on. Keep up.
His breath is still hoarse.
What's your name?
You get no response from him. After struggling.
Have you seen a man called Bruce?
No. Fuck. Just water.
Alright, well, let's get you over here. There might be some over here. I have another sip of that other water. I tried to give him a little. If it's 20 minutes, then I'd give him a little bit as well. But I'm trying to
ration
save
it between yourselves. You find though, as you think it's about to run out, it doesn't. There always seems to be some in there. And after 20 minutes of struggling across the stand, you reach the oasis. Green palms stretch out across a glistening pool. A breeze, the first sort of bit of movement in the air you've found, greets you, and it's cool as it passes across the water, causing small ripples. The goblin kneels and begins to drink from the pool.
I don't drink at all. Bruce! I'd like to leave now. I don't like you, goblin friend.
The scene changes. The palms turn into tall, well-aged pines. The air instantly cools into an alpine atmosphere and it stretches out, covering the sand, replacing it with alpine forest. As you look down to the goblin that was drinking, he has changed. He is an old man in brown and gold robes sitting on a rock. He has a large bark stick he used to stand, and his thinning silver hair falls over his dark-skinned face. He looks at you and smiles.
The fuck?
Would you care to walk with an old man?
Okay. Where are we?
He stands up and begins to walk ahead along a path as you follow, not answering your question. People call me the Shining One. Come.
Shining One. Do I
Walk through
recognize
rich forest.
any- do I recognize that?
Make a religion check.
Nope. 6.
You walk through rich forest, the sounds of wildlife filling the space around you. Dappled light comes from the canopy and lights the path ahead of you as it winds its way on a slow incline. Tell me about balance, Ozzy.
A balance? Well,
What does it mean to you?
well, that's my friend Stars is pretty good at that. He was balancing on a plank earlier, and he made it like 15 feet before he jumped off.
And what about the balance of the world?
Oh,
Light, darkness.
well, there's light and dark all over the world. And yeah, you know, everyone has to sort of find that balance, don't they? Don't be too good, don't be too bad, you know?
I know very well. But light must always triumph over darkness and create balance. If there is to be life on Earth. Come with me and let me show you something.
Are you Pelor?
He smiles as he walks ahead. As he walks a little bit further, you turn the corner and the trees are clear. You are on a cliff top with the forest behind you and you see it winding down along the hills underneath. There's a large river that runs, falling down a cascade of waterfalls and then slowly ebbing its way through mountainous and hilly regions. This river, Ozzy, is called Oceanus. It is the balance to the river Styx. Have you heard of that?
Have I heard of that?
Yeah, I think it's Styx or Stein. It's the river basically in hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's sticks, yeah.
Yeah. Ozzy, you have been judged, and I can see there is light inside of you.
Oh God, how much do they know? Because I've done a lot of weird shit.
Weird shit, as you put it, does not make of the man.
Sounds weird when you say it.
Indeed. Listen, Ozzy. I brought you here to test your worth. And I believe if there is ever a time when you will need me, I will come to you.
I don't know.
And at
if
that,
I-
he sort of
Nope.
steps forward out across the cliff, and as he does, he changes from an old man into his true form. His body encased in a solid armor of reds and golds and yellows. His head turns into a shining light, and in his arm is a mace, where the head of the mace is just a little ball of light.
Holy
His voice
shit.
deepens as he turns to you. If you choose to follow my path, child, I deem you worthy. And as he guides the mace across in front of you, you feel a warm sensation on your chest.
Oh.
You awake back in Tempesta with Bruce sitting opposite.
Whoa, what? Bruce? What the fuck was that?
He sort of opens his eyes. A peaceful trance.
Peaceful? I was playing fucking nanny to a goblin, and then there was like some crazy old dude with silver hair, and then I assume it was fucking Pelor. He was pretty badass, actually.
Ozzy, you've seen Pelor.
Well, I don't know. It was a guy in like a red and gold armor, and he had like a big ball of light for a head, and
Yes,
like a
yes, that's it. And you see Bruce get excited, and he sort of comes towards you. What did he say? What did he say?
he's a fan of the band, and
Bad.
he said something about like following him or something. Like being.
I knew I saw light in you. I knew it. If Pelor has deemed you worthy, then should you choose it, his path is great.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a good enough person to,
Ozzy, it doesn't matter what you know. You've been judged by a god, and he deems you worthy.
am I a son of Pelor now?
Only you can choose that, Ozzy. But know if you do, he will come.
I mean, that was trippy, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm a good enough person to be like a holy man, you know.
Ozzy, life is about balance. No one is wholly good and no one is wholly bad. But we must ensure people do not steer to the bad side.
I know, right? I mean, my friend Skyrig, I ain't gonna let him go to the bad side.
I hope not.
Whilst,
you have the favour of Pelor.
whilst I've been talking, I've just been like unconsciously like clutching the symbol of Ravenkind, just like rolling it in my hand.
And as you sort of push it to your chest, you do get a sort of stinging sensation.
Wow. Today is a holy day after all. This festival's been wild, man.
It has. I feel I will move on from here soon.
Where you going?
See where Pelor takes me.
You got any other friends?
Not since my brother.
Any other people you used to hang out with? Maybe?
It's been a long time. The world draws people apart sometimes.
Right.
Especially when bonds are formed in peculiar circumstances. No, I have Pelor and I have goodness. They are enough to guide me. Thank you, Ozzy, for reinvigorating me.
That's not the first time I've heard that. Well, you're welcome.
I also do like your sense of humor.
Well, I think
Just-
you need it in this world. You know what I mean? You guys have your religion. I have my sense of humor. It's our coping mechanism.
Just remember balance.
Yeah, I try. Sometimes, sometimes I go
There
too
isn't-
far.
You don't always need the sense of humor. Well,
Thanks,
it's
Bruce.
a pleasure meeting you, and he extends his hand to you.
I take it.
As you grasp it, he embraces, and
Oh,
the sun's warm. And again, you get that sting in your chest.
Bruce, I do appreciate your help and guidance, even though I might have a funny way of showing it.
I know.
I really care about my friend, and
I can tell.
you know, I'll do whatever it takes to protect him, like he's protected me all these years.
Do whatever's right. You will know when the time comes.
Did not expect to get baptized today.
No one ever does.
That kind of comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? What was the what did you ever have like a vision like that?
Took me many years, Ozzy, to find a place where I could have a vision like that. Where I could be judged. But each judgment is personal. Each has meaning to the person. A temptation, you could say.
Oh. I'm gonna be pondering this one for a while. You know, if you like a follower of Pelor, you can still like go to brothels and stuff, right?
Yes, I assumed so, Ozzy.
Good. I just check. And
There
drinking.
is still the sin of the man, eh?
Yeah. Cool.
There's many times when I've needed a good drink. Well, Ozzy, I wish you good fortune.
Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate it. Safe travels.
And you the same. Perhaps our paths will cross again sometime.
I hope so.
We will leave it up to the gods.
I start heading back then, I suppose.
You head back into the town just as the maypole is finishing.
That charm person only lasted an hour, by the way. So I
Yeah,
like to
by
think
that
at some point
by
he
God.
like wears off and
I
is like, who the fuck are you?
I assume it's up to you how much you want to get into the event. The event that is happening before your eyes is a series of people, a mixture of all ages, from children to elders, all dressed in this similar garb, dancing around the main pole, crossing to this rhythmic beat and chanting from the crowd. If you want to get fully swept up in it, you can. If you want to, after an hour when the guy's like, who are you, just walk away. It's up to you if you want to make friends or not.
I'd say that Picard was resistant at first, but then became very fully like doctored, and he's wearing flowers and robes now.
Yeah. I like it. Your clothes are in a small, like, barrel somewhere as you've dressed into the true attire of the white linens. And you even got because the maypole is in stages, these sort of 3 different stages to represent like the sun rising, the noon, and the sun setting. And you got involved in one of the stages, managing to grasp your own sort of tender of the maypole and dancing around with the people, laden with sort of fruits of the harvest and wines and beers. You've managed to avoid all awkward situations of people trying to force you to drink and eat. And after a good hour or so of these festivities, you leave the crowd filled with a warm, generous spirit. And after the maypole, everyone begins to just sort of huddle in the family groups and disperse and just relax. You see a lot of people go up to the cliffs to sunbathe, some go down to the docks to relax, and a lot just go home just to so did you get the bit where Picard has been inducted into
he got indoctrinated.
And then the other 2 were sat in the store and they found out basically it was a like a food vendor, and they basically opened up the back of a crate and feasted on all these savory and sweet treats before falling into like an afternoon slumber. And
Nice.
I'd say it's sort of mid-afternoon as you all regroup. Well, you and Picard regroup, and you 2, I guess you just kip until you're ready to thingy. But Ozzy, as you're coming back down the cliffside just before you meet with Picard, this pain in your chest is just irritating you when you sort of move your colourful blouse, I presume. And you see marked onto your chest is the symbol of the sun, the symbol of Procan.
Oh, jeez.
Seems to be etched in there.
You got in deep, Ozzy.
I've gone deep. I don't know. Ozzy. Well, I don't know how to feel about this. Ozzy doesn't know how to feel about this for sure. But upon seeing Picard, that would distract him momentarily, and because he would
see
be like,
Picard, and Picard is in full whites, hair like flowers.
"Oh yeah, you went
embedded
proper
into his hair and full
You proper got
garland.
into it. How was Henry? Was he all right?"
Yes, but he ditched me after a while. It seems to be
Exactly
a common
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour after you left.
Oh, what a dick! That's not cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a really, really long piss.
Oh, I think you should get that scene too, because that was
Yeah,
very long.
it's ever since I've been going on the Bonnie boat.
Yes, you should consult a physician.
I feel like also like Ozzy's not really, because like this chest is like bothering him. He's not really taking his hands off the necklace or his chest. He's kind of keeps rubbing it. Where are the others?
I don't know. Not since they abandoned us. Probably off drinking somewhere, if I had to guess.
Probably. It's like, I feel like I'm just like absent-mindedly looking around, just like trying to take in what's just happened.
Are you all right, Mr. Ozzy? You seem absent-minded.
Oh. What's funny about that?
Oh, just drop another hint.
No, I thought you was ending it. I wasn't really.
Hey guys, just ask about me. Hey guys, you want to ask about me?
For
Do you want to ask about me?
Well, I suppose if you're asking.
I am asking.
Oh no, nothing. Just looking for the guys. We should probably head to the Jolly Roger, I suppose.
Insight check. It was a 9.
I thought it was 20 minutes, no, it's a 10. For 13.
Oh, dear.
You can't tell. He just seems.
All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, head back to the Jolly Roger.
Right, this. Yep.
Okay, so as
Head
you head back and the others sort of stagger their way back from their, like, behind the bike shed drinking session thing, that is where we will end and pick up next session.
Cool.
So
Did
the outro
not
music.
expect it to take that turn.
You had to yin yang the Mr. Man, didn't you?
Oh yeah. Well, you yanged, so I had to ying.
I only ying because you yang.
This is good. Ozzy's being guided into a right moral
It's a wrong
dilemma.
didn't want to be it.
This isn't
All I'm
Ozzy.
gonna say-
Come
But I
here.
just wanted to be a little bit bad and then have Scarrick be the good guy, like anchors me.
Yeah.
I was the good guy last
Now he's
campaign.
done super bad, now I have to go fucking super good, and I hate that.
All I'm gonna say is, next level, people may be multi-classing if they want.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's it.
Level up now. Is that
Oh
what you're
yeah,
saying?
when we level up.
Yeah, when we level up Paul.
You've been
I'll
at the
level up-
festival for like 4 days. You haven't done anything.
I'll level up.
Yes, it's taken like 3 months of real time, but you haven't done anything.
We got cast. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
We've done
that's
shit.
negative
What's this
experience points.